Bodega Boys.
We are coming to you live here at the White House, where after President Biden has been elected, they are now a return to normalcy, and we are having a meeting with Dr. Fauci as he returns to lead the CDC through the pandemic. Dr. Fauci with his first press conference. Dr. Fauci, do you have anything to say to us?
Thank you. First of all, thank you for having me. This is incredible. I loved, doing the Desus and Mero show on Showtime. I don't know if you're familiar. I went on that show. It was a great experience. And, those two fellows showed me how to let my nuts hang. And that's what I'm doing.
Check, nigga?
Well, listen, buddy. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I'm letting my nuts hang.
Can we refrain from anyone?
No. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. You know what? I'm from Brooklyn, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I will light your fucking ass up. You know what I mean? I'm from the home of the Dodgers.
Okay, all right, Dr. Fauci, relax.
That's right.
Okay, let's stay on focus here. We're talking about the pandemic.
Yeah,
what was it like
let's talk about this pandemic. Because I got a mixtape coming out. Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn in the house. Brooklyn.
Okay, Dr. Fauci, we want to talk about COVID.
Okay.
I know you're getting a chance.
By the way, fuck Donald Trump. Suck my dick, Donald Trump. I would like to put that on the record. Is that okay if I say that?
You're a doctor. It's allowed.
It's allowed because I'm smarter than everybody in here. And I've been telling you this, you fucking morons, this for 4 years.
I don't know if you are, because Kyrie Irving's in the back.
Well, so guess what? That asshole thought he could walk off the edge of the earth. I tried to save you, bozos, and 400,000 people died because this moron with a fucking Cheeto face wouldn't listen to me. Okay? I'm a little.
You seem a little aggressive. You seem a little tight about it.
Yeah. And I'm a motherfucker from Brooklyn. Pardon my language. So
I feel you.
It's coming out. It's coming out slowly. It's seeping out. I like to be professional, but you know what?
There's some rumors that working with Trump, you were not allowed to raise your blood flag. I'm not sure what that meant. I got an anonymous tip that you weren't allowed to.
I ride the five.
Ride the five.
Sue Woo. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm a 5-star general. You know what I'm saying? Blood is thicker than water. Oh, Trizzy won. You know the fucking vibes. You know the fucking vibes. Come on.
That is true. That's true. I do know the vibes.
You know what I'm saying?
With that fucking 2K. Can you stop?
Yo, you want 2K?
I'm sorry.
You want 2K? I got 2K in this drum for you, motherfucker. Is that what you want?
Okay. Oh, you know what?
Is that what you want? Huh?
You know what? Okay,
I got a shot for you.
We are
fucking
go
coward.
To a commercial real quick.
Yeah, go to a commercial before I light this motherfucker up.
We'll discuss these allegations and newly shown footage of Dr. Fauci doing the woo dance in the background of Tekashi's video. He'll explain how this happened and what he plans to do in the future to go even harder. Okay.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
You are listening to DNM TV, the best political coverage coming through.
Yo, fast shout. I want to shout out DJ Clue. I want to, rest in peace, Pop Smoke, And shout out to Pompeo. You're a fucking coward. You should never raise the Italian flag ever again. If I see you waving that flag, I'm going to smack the marinara out of your mouth. You coward. Do the fucking drop. I'm out of here. And I got 2 masks on. I'm double masked up on a Thursday. Suck my dick. From the rear, as the Bodega Boys say. Thank you.
You're listening to The Audio Art, the most dangerous podcast in the universe. Do the drop.
That's the most aggressive Dr. Fauci you've ever heard.
God damn, bro. He's sick. He fed up.
Episode 232. You know what I'm saying? One stop away from greatness if you're on the 2 train. You know the fucking vibes. It's your boy Jesus Nice and the Kid Mero.
Yes, right. We in the building, y'all.
We in the building. We here, you know what I'm saying? We here recording from our respective domiciles, but we doing it on a Thursday night, a Thursday night. So it's extra sexy. You can't see it. Me and Miro got our nipples out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Victor got the bonnet. Like, yo.
Yeah, hell yeah. Silky. You know what I'm saying?
We look like we about to enjoy an episode of Scandal. You know the fucking vibe.
Yeah, hell yeah. We got a big ass bucket of popcorn and shit. We got some wine.
I got a jug of Moscato. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay? I'm about to drink a little pet nat wine.
Yo, what? We got our toes out.
Okay? I'm actually doing my toes right now. I got cotton balls in between them, all right? Because you know what? Self-care is welfare. All right?
That's right.
You need
we
that.
all got
You need
masks
that.
on, and we got, you know what I'm saying? We got our flannel PJs on. We got matching flannel PJs, because that's how we
Yeah,
do.
it's true. We all got masks on, but sadly, the masks are the lies that we tell ourselves to get ourselves through the day as a day-to-day.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
Preach.
Wow. That's just, you know.
Yeah.
As
Speaking of
always,
lying to yourself.
sponsored. As always, you know, the Sucio Art is sponsored to you. Brought to you by Cash App. You know, Cash App in the world. They got Bitcoin. They got regular coin. They got coins
know what I'm saying?
bits. You could buy chocolate
You know what I
chip. They got all types of currency on there. Victor could fact check this for me. I believe you can convert your Bitcoin into cigarettes for inmates inside correctional
That's right.
facilities through Bitcoin, and you will be allowed.
No.
Garrett just called me. He
the-
said to chill. He said to chill.
Well, the only
Shout to the homie.
shout out to the homie. The only correction is that it's not cigarettes. It's Irish Spring soap. You know what I'm saying? So
Here you go.
yeah.
Or a little life boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, little
Fucking
white boy.
Shout to everyone that grew up using not knockoff, but off-brand soap. Or your friends are using Dove and Olay and just soft soap. And my father came in with, yo, this soap got sand built into it. It's gonna take off your skin, but that's what you want. I'm like, sir, this is for mechanics. This is the soap you use after you do an oil change. You're not supposed to clean your body with this, especially if you're 7. Okay?
This soap is gritty. It's not supposed to be
super
gritty.
Your soap should not feel like living in New York in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want that to be your experience. And then you don't want to be, 11 and have like a full leg of hair on your legs, and your teacher is like, how are you maturing so fast? And I'm like, because every night the soap takes off like 4 layers of my skin. I'm telling my
That's right.
parents I should have used it, but they don't care. They're getting these bars for like 5 cents at like top Dollarama on White Plains Road. I can't stop them.
Fam, they tearing Woolworths down. Mommy went to Gem.
Here's my
She
question.
got the Suave shampoo.
How good was Woolworths? Because Woolworths straight up was like, yo, we're going to allow people to beat the fuck out of you while you eat lunch at a counter. We ain't closing. We ain't getting you extra security. It just bees like that. And it's just still like, all right, that's fucked up. We still shop with you, though.
Yo, when did they officially go out of business? I feel like
it right now.
That's such a washed reference because I'm like, yo, if they went out of business in like 97, I'm really super
You know
washed.
what? It's like the way the world works now.
They got bought out by some other
They
thing.
got bought out by something
that.
and changed the name, and now they're
Yeah.
owned by like now they're a chain of Australian supermarkets and grocery stores.
Oh, look at that.
Excuse me? But then think about like the group that bought Toys R Us. They didn't even sell toys and shit. It was like Mitt Romney's people, the Bain Group, and they cleared the shit out. So that's
okay.
what do you think is gonna happen to this podcast? Like one day we're just gonna come in here and they're gonna be like, this podcast was purchased by Sweetgreen. And you're gonna be like, what? And it's gonna
Yo,
sorry.
all right, fuck it. Yo, let me get some
like,
balsamic then on the way out. Shit.
Okay. Well, let me can I get another protein in my bowl? They're like, one protein.
Yo, you want another protein at $17?
I'm gonna open a Jamaican version of Sweet Chick, and every time, if the more protein you get, the more they judge you. Like, oh, ooh,
Oh.
2.
No,
No girl at home, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
You know, you wouldn't come here if you had somebody at home cooking for you.
True.
They
what we do.
just shame you. He just shame you while you order.
Shame you. I mean, most places shame you when you order just subconsciously, like Arby's. When they're like, have a nice day. They know if you're eating Arby's, you're not gonna have a nice day.
You're not gonna have a nice
They
day.
know that.
You're not having a nice day.
They not. They
Chick-fil-A is like on some like, yeah,
Arby's need to spit on you. Arby's need to give you your food, but
like, yo,
there you go.
like, yo,
Garbage.
what are you fucking, yo, disgrace, your order's up, disgrace.
Hey,
Disgrace?
I got a bag of meat for someone whose kids probably don't fuck with them no more. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo,
Wow.
I got a roast beef sandwich for deadbeat dad.
Wow, that's you right
Oh,
there.
are you here?
Yeah.
Are you? Oh, that's
Yeah.
you? Or is that
Yeah.
all of y'all? Oh, okay.
I got a pork sandwich for a woman that does not have custody of her kids. Damn. Wow.
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 And you
was
double
out here,
porked it
Mom.
up.
Wow.
Damn, you had the meats.
At that point, they just give you a resume. Like, yo, here, come work here.
Yo,
We need your frustration, anger, and tears to salt the meat. Yeah.
for real.
Shout
the
to
number one
Arby's catching
seasoning at
shots
Arby's
from-
is pain.
Shout out to Arby's catching shots like me and Miro used to be up in there happy like a clam.
Hard,
Yeah.
ringing the bell on the way out.
They're like, is this to go? We was like, you thought? Excuse me. We taking a
posting up.
booth, okay?
Treated that shit like it was the fucking max. Like, he's up in there every day.
Exactly. I was Slater. Like, yo, what's up? Yo, can you believe these guys are trying to ride on Bayside in our Arby's? Let's go. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. MTV2 gang.
Yeah. Zack Jack.
Yo, Miro, those clowns at Nickelodeon think they're gonna beat us at the band concert. We gotta practice. I think we should play Paramore. Ain't it fun? Victor,
Yeah,
are you
for
good
sure.
at the drums? Hey.
He's like, well, I dabbled in the 5th grade. And then nigga just breaks out the drumsticks like,
Tears it down. And we do the practice and it's good. It's like, something's missing, bro. Something's missing. And then like I'm like, oh shit, I ripped my shirt. And I go in the back. I'm like, yo, Sacha, can you sew this? And as she's sewing it, she sings. And I'm like, bro.
Whoa.
Whoa, bro.
Yo, we're the Black Eyed Peas. You're our Fergie.
You know what? I think most people, if you said you're the Fergie to our Black Eyed Peas, they take that as an offense.
As an offense.
Yeah.
1 million. Yo, if you say I'm the Fergie of the Black Eyed Peas, I'm punching you dead in your face.
I don't know. Did she not have a publicist? Because early on, she was like, yeah, I used to just like smoke meth and then like go to 7-Eleven and buy stuff. And I feel like if I said something like that in an interview, shout out to our publicist, she would punch me dead in the chest. You know?
Via FaceTime.
No, in person. Just hear a knock on the door.
She'd pull up with a face shield and a mask and be like, hey,
Hey, can
can
I
you
talk
open
to you?
up for a second? Can I talk to you
Bow!
for a second? Bow! Hold on, you motherfucker.
I'm like, correction isn't punishment, big homie. I'm sorry.
Nah, my fault, yo. My bad.
I'm bad. Remember that time we wilded in the interview and she made us kneel on rice in the corner?
Yo, that was wild. She was like, yo, you gotta hold 2 Bibles. If your arms go down, I'm whipping your ass.
Everyone's like, wow, Jesus and Mero are laughing about being abused. Were we abused or were we raised in the Bronx?
Think about it. Think about it.
Think about it. Think about it.
It's cultural. It's cultural bias.
I think about it. My parents had it hard because I remember my father found like a fake airsoft gun in my room and lost it. And like he was yelling at me and I was like, because he was like, you running out here with guns? And I was like, oh shit, he found the real one. And then he pulled out and I was like, oh, you found a fake? I was like, yo,
That's a
my
BB gun,
man.
dog.
I was like, yo, my man.
Relax.
I was like, you're doing a lot. I was like, I know you're new to these streets. I'll walk you through it, Big Daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but the ass whoopings, I feel like generationally, ass whoopings got more gentle. You know what I'm saying? Because now
yeah.
I just be I just mush my kids like, yo, you like they can fucking crash the car into the neighbor's house, and I'll be like, yo, I'll just mush them and be like, yo, why'd you do that?
Bro,
Like my pops, he was just like, yo, my pops used to send me out to chop down a tree and then beat me with a whole tree.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what the fuck?
my nephew, I forgot what he was wilding one day, and like when he was with me, I'm just like, shit, I don't own you, so I can't do nothing. Like
I be gaslighting the shit out of my kids,
bro.
bro.
I'm like, yo, fam, you're a lease, you're a rental. Like I can't, if I do anything, I'm not gonna get my deposit back. So
That's right. I can't put
add
up
rims.
dings.
You're
No.
basically a car I can't add rims to, if you know what I'm talking about. But grandma, on the other hand, my mother, yo, he did something, and she yoked him up with one hand, and using the other hand, just spanked him 3 times really hard on the butt. And he didn't even because he's never got beat before. He just looked at me.
Nigga
and
was like,
I was like, oh, this is your first time? Oh, wow.
wow. Welcome to the club.
I was like, okay. I was like, welcome, rookie. This is your training day. And I told my sister, she was like, what can I do if she want to hit him? Like that's what
That's grandma. Like, yo, chill. I ain't trying to get hit.
Okay?
I ain't trying to get my ass beat. Like, yo.
It's also wild watching your parents become such pussies when you got like younger kids.
Yo.
Fam, last time I was in Florida, listen, It's 1 a.m. I'm sipping on a Beck's, as is my custom.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew comes, grabs the Beck's, and takes a swig of it. And I'm like, yo, what are you? I'm like, yo, what are you doing? You like, I'm losing it. My father, man, relax. If you want to drink beer, let him drink beer. I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, fam,
wow.
this is a toddler we're talking about.
Wow. So he could drink beer, but when I stole 3 bags of trash from the DMV to do identity theft, you got mad at me. Wow.
Huh? Wow.
Wow.
Those are very exactly the same thing. Yo, I'm like, yo, fam, I tell my moms all the time, I'm like, yo, listen, if I dropped a glass of water on the floor, you whoop my ass. These little motherfuckers take unscrew a bottle of Jergens, run through the whole house with the shit, put it everywhere, and she's like, oh.
Well, you know what it is?
Thank you, it's like you.
Grandchildren are, having a grandchild is like being president and you die, but you're alive to see who's going to be at the funeral. You know what I'm saying? No matter how bad your legacy is, you get to rewrite it with your grandchildren.
Facts. Yo, because she be like, yo, I didn't whoop your father's ass. He be, he's big capping. I'm like, Mom, are you serious?
When my nephew's like, I miss Papa, and like he's writing him letters about, oh, I miss my nephew. I'm like, yo, I'm like, wow, you miss your nephew. Wow, imagine you had a son, you know, you could. It's just like, yo, it's so weird. And he's just like so docile and soft with my nephew, and I'm just like,
wow.
Remember when I had to move out the house because you were gonna kill me? Remember that? Like, what's going on?
What's up?
Now you seeing brand new toys and you pulling the car over and buying them and like gift wrapping them.
Yo,
like, used to throw toys like Drew Brees at my chest. Like here, and I was like,
yo, hold that, yeah. You catching lasers, like
yeah, ouch.
Shit. Yo, hold this old ass Hacksaw Jim Duggan action figure, motherfucker.
Exactly.
This shit is made out of mad hard plastic.
I was like, did you even buy this, or did someone just leave this on the train and you're giving it to me? He's like, you're asking a lot of questions. You want it or nah?
You want it or not? I'll give it to your sister.
I'm like, oh,
keep playing with me.
I'm like, all right. I think the worst gift my father ever got me, because when my father used to be a landlord, we lived there though, so he's still bad, but you know. Also, I say that because I had to do most of the landlord shit, so I don't want to hear no shit. You know what I'm saying? A little kid sorting garbage. Oh, it's not fun. But one of the apartments in the building caught on fire, and the tenants had to leave. They put it out. Shit's terrifying. We spent the night in front of the building. Firefighters are putting it out. They're like, you can go back in. I'm like, okay, cool. The next day, my dad comes with, I remember it used to be WWF? But that was for the Bronx Zoo.
Yeah, WWF was like wrestling, and then they got, I don't know if they sued or whatever. Yeah.
My dad comes with all these fucking like animal. You remember they used to have like animal trading cards, but they were like big scientific ones. They have facts about, and I always wanted it as a kid. And he was like, "Look what I got you," and I was like, "Oh shit! Wow, okay."
Yeah, you got hype.
And I was like, "Why are these all wet?" And I was like, yo, some of these are like burned. And I was like, this nigga took this out the burn apartment. Yo,
bro,
my man.
Like, yo, just picture him like this, like a dead body holding the fucking little book, and he's just like, yoink. He's like, thank you very much. They're like, nope. No backseas. You won't be needing this anymore.
Looking at the basketball court, he was like, cookies. Like, yo. Oh, man.
Yo, I was I'm like, yo. I mean, like, yo. But, you know, to them, it's like, yo, I talk to my pops now, and I'm like, yo, I appreciate you, my G. Like, you tried your best. You know what I'm saying? Because my pops, he came to a one Christmas with a Nintendo, and I was hyped. I was like, yo, I'm getting a Nintendo. It's about to be lit. Yo, I could tell by the box that the gun is in there. The little duck hunt gun is in there. Yo, it's about to be lit. Oh, shit. Bro, and I opened this shit up. This shit was like, calling it refurbished would be a compliment. Because the shit, you know how it had the Nintendo, the OG Nintendo had like the little flap that covers the cartridge?
Yeah.
That shit was gone.
Totally missing?
That shit was totally missing. That shit was all scuffed up all wild. The shit that you put the controller in was just like mad, like, every time you picked up the Nintendo, it just sounded like it was full of marbles. And I was just like, damn. I was like, hey, look. But listen, I can still play my Contra and my double dribble, so we lit.
That was a wild thing because every now, you got used to shitty gifts like that, and then every now and then my father would just be like, "Yo, here's a really nice gift," and you just be like,
"Man, shocked."
"Oh." You're like, did your actual second family not want this? Like, what the fuck? Like, why
are you leaving?
What are we doing?
Are you leaving?
Yes. Why are you leaving?
Is this a party gift?
Oh, trauma.
Nigga give you a swag. Trauma, baby.
Trauma. Nothing but that trauma.
That's like
Speaking
a swag bag. A deadbeat dad swag bag.
Swag bag. Your deadbeat dad treating you like fucking Derek Jeter. Like, yo, take that on your way out. But speaking of trauma, there's been some trauma in the New York State area for years now. Repeatedly.
Yes.
No one talked about it. And finally, there might be some retribution.
Yeah.
Some leveling up. Some payback.
Yeah.
And a press group from upstate New York is finally about to maybe make it to the big bowl.
Whoa. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's just the Buffalo Bills.
Wow, talk about it, Benny.
Chiefs.
Talk about it, Benny.
Buffalo Bills.
Wow.
The Bills.
Wow. Griselda.
Wow. Talk about it.
Boom, 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 boom.
Talk about it. Just talk about it. Shout out to Buffalo. Shout out to Buffalo. Shout out to the Buffalo Bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I'm very proud of them, not as a Buffalo Bills fan, because I'm not a Buffalo Bills fan, but everyone that I know that's a Buffalo Bills fan is a diehard Buffalo Bills fan. And been it from day one. Shout out to my man, Mel. You know what I'm saying? The photographer. You know the fucking vibes.
For
Isn't
real.
your brother like a Bills fan?
Yes. Shout out to Tito.
You know?
Diehard, out there, shirt off. You know what I'm saying? Salute. You know what I'm saying? And also, the good thing about the Bills is that, like, you could get, I mean, not now, you know what I'm saying, because it's fucking Rona, but you can fuck around and get tickets for like $20, and they'd be decent seats.
I want to go to one of those tailgates and like just jump through a table, and that seems like a really bad idea, but you know.
Field piece.
I went to a Giants tailgate once, and what's the feeling I felt the whole time? Nervous and racism. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yo, a Giants tailgate is basically like a hyper racist San Gennaro feast with jerseys.
You nailed it. You nailed it, okay? Because some of the stuff in there, you're just like, no, like that's not.
Whoa. Like, why are you tackling a cardboard cutout of Obama for no reason? He hasn't been president for fucking 8 years.
Not my president. Not my goddamn president. He's like, oh, okay, all right. That's okay. That's and then you know, it's white people drinking outside in their natural environment, outside in the cold, and they just get. It's weird. They get charged.
They
up.
warm up. It's like, you know how like a lizard will like sit on a rock in the daytime to like warm up and get activated. That's what they do at the tailgate. They take their shirts off and shit, and like they're reptilian, so they just drink mad shitty beer, and it's like sunlight to them. You know what I'm saying? It gets niggas activated, and then they start wilding. You know what I'm saying?
And then the drunker they get, brother becomes a slur, because they start using brother the way they use it nigger. You know it. They're like, come here, my brother. You're like, whoa.
They start saying like Hulk Hogan and shit. Hey, brother.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you holding that R too long, dog. You holding that R too long. It's like the follow through in a jumper when the motherfucker just holds his hand in there and they just holding it like, brother. Like, nah.
We didn't need that.
This don't feel right.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Like,
Go because.
There's like the guy in Foley's, rest in peace Foley's, one of the greatest bars ever, and he was just like, yo, bro, I'm Sicilian. We're the niggers of Italy. And I was like,
what?
I was like, okay. That was
wow.
You just called yourself but you called. You know what? I'm out. I'm gonna go over this.
That's a compound slur, dog. That's just that's a layered slur. I heard an Irish dude say the same shit one time, and I was just like, bro, what?
You can't say that. Like, no. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, baby.
God damn. Oh no, baby.
I remember we was just like on like they weren't playing like regular music at the tailgate. They were playing like old Giant songs. Like
Yeah.
I was like, are we going to war with Russia? Like
No. Yeah, no.
Actually,
All that shit is racist.
that wasn't even the Giants. That's like some other team named Giants because apparently there's 50 sports teams named the Giants. But hey,
Oh, of course.
it's
of
all
course.
good.
That's why I hate when I'm like, yo, Siri, what's the spread of the Giants game? And she's like, which one? I'm like, you know what the fuck I mean. I was asked for the New York Giants, God damn it.
Come on, Sherry. Come
I'm
on.
not
Sherry.
interested in the San
Step your
Francisco.
shit.
I don't give a fuck about San Francisco.
Okay. Unless we're talking about Tim Lincecum. You know what I'm saying? The
You know
big
what I'm
freak.
saying? The freak.
The freak, bro. Tim Lincecum, bro.
What happened to him? Yo, what is it with pitchers where they'll be like, yo, everybody's talking about them for 2 seasons, and then it's just like, yo, I never heard from you again, or you just become wild, regular, like mid.
Yeah, you know what? Because I
like,
think
it boggles the mind.
I gotta imagine it's a couple of things. One factor is if you become nice, you get a target on you. So people are gonna try harder when you're like if you're going up against Justin Verlander, you're gonna be
They're
like,
like,
nah,
yo,
fuck this.
we gotta watch
I'm trying to
Phil.
rock this shit. Yeah. Versus if you're going against some Yankee rookie. Then also if you're really good, you're eventually gonna burn yourself out on that. Like you can't no one has a career where they're just like lights out for like 10 straight seasons. You have your good seasons.
Yeah.
Then you have your mid. And what you want to do is make your really good years really good so that when you have mid years, everyone's like, well, we had the really good years.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Yo, bro, remember 09? You're like, yeah.
Yeah. That's why baseball's the only sport with like 10-year contracts. Every other sport is like, yo, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years.
3,
Yo, he got a 4-year max. You know what I'm saying? Baseball's like, yo, we signed this nigga for 25 years.
$400 million. You're like, what the fuck?
Fuck.
You're like, yo, you really know something we don't know? We gonna be here in 8 years? Like,
Yo, and then you start doing math like, yo, hold on. Y'all just signed him to a 10-year deal. He's 32 now.
Yep.
This motherfucker's going to be batting fourth at 42?
and every good sports hater knows that's when people are too amped about a trade. That's what you bring up. You're like,
Yeah.
bro, you're gonna pay him $200 million when he's 38. Wow, enjoy that.
enjoy those down years, pal.
Yeah, the down years. Hope you got space on the DH for him. I'm sorry, you play in the National League. Sorry to hear it. You're like, oh wow.
Oh, wow. But as Yankee fans, we don't give a fuck because we'll pay you $1 billion American U.S. currency. And if you win one ring or are on the team that wins one ring, that is all worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's the Yankee fan mentality.
That is the Yankee fan mentality, 1,000%. The problem is apparently the owners of the Yankees, I don't know if someone robbed them or they got
They don't want to spend money?
they lost money and wake up now or something. They are so gun shy about spending money. They're like, whoa. They're that picture of Lil Wayne looking at the dollar and shrieking back. That's the Yankees anytime someone's on the market.
Like, ugh. Like, damn, we just got Cole.
And everyone's like, they're like, Jesus, the Yankees just signed DJ LeMahieu. And I'm like, yeah. Was that enough, though?
They retained DJ LeMahieu. They didn't go out and get him. He was already on the team. They retained him.
They should have done it from the beginning, bro. Why did it take this
You know
long?
what I'm saying? It shouldn't have took that long.
Okay.
Saying it's the machine.
And everyone's like, oh, what if he gets injured? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he gets injured?
What if?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What if he bats 500? What if he hits 65 home runs? Then what?
Yeah.
That's what we think as Yankee fans. That's what we expect anyway.
Shout out to everyone fast forwarding through this because you're not a Yankee fan. You don't care about sports. And you have no idea who we're talking about. You're like, what are you guys talking about? But, that's what we do. We talk about that. Also, there's a Knicks game on right now. Miro, what do you think Knicks are winning? What's the score? What do you think? Long hasn't started yet. They're playing Golden State Warriors. So that's a 10.
Oh, they're playing the Warriors? Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's the
I'll tell you right
Miro
now.
Damas, give us a prediction.
I got you right now. What is the spread of the Knicks game? What is the spread on the Knicks game?
Wow, this nigga can't control his Siri. Wow. Watch your bitches.
Oh, the odds favor the Warriors over the Knicks by 5 points, and there's not that tricky little half a point. 5 point. It's a straight point spread.
So, okay, now explain this to me. So right now, the Warriors are favorites for this game, correct?
Yes, but
Now.
you can still win if you play the spread. I always play the spread with the Knicks. I always play the spread because the Knicks are notorious for, like, if they're playing a good team, the spread is always outrageous. Like, the Knicks are expected to lose by 28 points, right? So then you're like, okay, they're gonna lose by. I don't think they're gonna lose by 28 points. They might lose by 12 points. So,
Okay.
but then you still win. So if the Knicks lose tonight, even if they lose to the Warriors tonight, if they lose by 4, you're good. You know what I'm saying?
So
they
as
got to
long
lose
as-
by 5 or more.
Okay, all right. And then
You know what I'm saying?
do
So
they-
it's like a
okay, now
little
say-
safety.
Now, say after $100 on this game, what's the numbers looking like? What's like? How much would I win?
That would.
Is that not in there?
Yeah, it's it's a little. It's a plus minus. Well, not plus minus. Well, it is plus minus, but it'll tell you the like it'll say like the Knicks are plus 110, right? So that means like you bet $100 and you win that amount. So if you bet $100, you win $210. I think my math is correct. I might be wrong. I might be a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? I'm an empty stomach. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this much. As someone who once bet $40,000 on one hand of blackjack, you can't recreate that. You can't recreate that rush. You cannot recreate that rush, especially because it was not my money.
No, it's unrecreatable unless you do some wild shit. Like the wild shit is the parlays when you start mixing and matching shit. Like, and you start like, yo, I think the Yankees are and playing spreads and all that bullshit. Yo, the Yankees are, the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? The Tigers
I'm
are favorite
familiar.
to beat the
I'm
Yankees.
familiar with parlays because like every time
Yeah.
I used to, before we had like our own barbers, every time I try to go get a haircut, my barber would leave to go see his bookie in Edenwood Project. He's like, my man, I'll be right back. I'm like, and then he's asking me, he's like, yo, like, you fuck with baseball, like who? Like Yankees over the fucking Tampa Bay. I'm like, I have not been watching. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. But
Just pick some shit.
that shit just makes it sweeter, bro. If you got a 5 team, like it's like the more impossible it is, the more of a rush it is when you win. You know what I'm saying?
See, my thing is roulette, and like seriously now, like last time we was in Vegas, I blew some money in roulette, and it just wasn't the same. And the thing was, losing the money didn't hurt, and I was just like, all right, So without that, it's like, why am I even doing this? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make more money than I'm making doing the show. So if anything, like. And then I had like people around me watching, and I was like, "All right, y'all making this hot." Like I don't know, like I was just like I'm not. The people giving me suggestions. When I play roulette, I play it very simple. I either do even, odd, or black white. Every now and then, if I'm drunk, I might start doing like the in between gambles. You know, those fucking vibes. But keep it simple because roulette is the only game that the probability resets every time. You know the fucking vibes.
Yep.
Even though Vegas lies and they put up that chart and it was like even, odd, even, even, and you're like,
Nah.
well, the next one got to be odd, bro. It's been 4 evens
it's
in
gotta
a
be
row.
odd. It's like,
And your brain is like, did you
oh.
not listen in math class? That's not how it works. I'm like, bro, the chart's right there. It's 4 evens in a row. There's no fucking way it could be odd. Like, come on. Like, I know about
Bro.
pagorithm theory and pi.
Yeah,
and like fucking
yeah,
cosine
yeah.
and tan and
You
shit,
know,
but, like,
logic tables and shit.
logic, see, bro, P equals Q, but like I feel it in my gut. Like, come on. The inside your brain is just inside your brain is just like a little Bernie Sanders, like, come on. You know the probability.
Come on. You know what's going to happen here. If you bet on 23 black, you're going to hit because that's Michael Jordan's number. It's a very lucky number, and he's the GOAT. I highly recommend it. I am asking you to bet on black.
I remember it was 4 evens in a row, and I was like, the next one got to be odd, bro. And I bet odd, and it was like even, and I was like, okay, the next one got to be odd. And like my brain's like, no, do not get it. Do not get it. Okay? Pretend that chart's not there. I was like,
Yeah,
ooh.
yeah. They fuck you up. They're like, yo, this is an algorithm. There's a trick to this. No, there ain't no fucking trick.
No trick.
That's the thing though. With casino games, it's like, yo, you're gambling and you just become like depressed when you take L's. With sports, it's like it just makes shitty games interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like if I I just said bring back OTB in the chat.
He said OTB. For those of you who don't know what OTB was a gambling parlor in New York that ruined New York. Because every time you were feeling good about yourself, you turned the corner and it felt a little sketchy. And then it was just like mad old washed dads that hadn't seen their kids in years, holding papers, betting on horses named Gatorade and Fire. And it was like, oh, shit, bro. Bro, the race is starting, bro.
Yo, shout out to OTB off-track betting. Remember this shit in Parkchester? They had one in Parkchester? Yo, that shit was like divorced Puerto Rican dad clubhouse. Like, like my uncle who was a super on Allison, shout out to Theo Luis. He used to take me there and bet on horses, and I just be sitting there, and I'm like, yo, all these old men outside smoking cigarettes, like counting like singles and shit, like betting on these. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, y'all been here all day, bro. Like, what? Can I leave? And like, I don't got like a Game Boy. I'm broke. Like, you got me sitting in this hard ass plastic chair while you watch a fucking kart races and shit. Like, what is this? Like, it's shit ain't fun.
What?
Like, I'm in Social Security office.
Victor, we got to bring back OTB. We got to bring back OTB. OTB used to get 77% of each wager placed to him.
Bruh.
Bro. That is wild.
Yo, fam, that is absolutely insane. Also,
oh wait, no, I read it wrong.
Oh, God, I'm about to say.
It's the reverse. 77% of each wager goes into the pool for the winners.
Oh, okay.
I was about to be like,
23%.
That's good money.
That's good money. Yo.
That's like a credit card.
You can still run off-tag betting during COVID. Because you don't need, you're not eating food enough. You got the mask, you got the TV.
You can run a Zoom.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. Fuck that.
You know what other fucked up thing I thought about the other day that we used to do as kids and they got rid of it? We need to bring it back. Do you remember there used to be like, it was like a balloon kind of thing, but it wasn't a balloon. It came in a tube and you had like a little straw and you put a little on the end of the tube on the balloon and blew it. And it was kind of like a metallic chemical balloon that had a strong chemical smell. It smelled kind of like nail polish remover. And it was called, what was it?
Bring it back. I know exactly. I smell it. I'm like, yo, you know how they say smell?
You know the smell, yeah.
Yeah, I smell it, but
yeah, and they outlawed it, and like we got to do the class action lawsuits for now because you know that shit is causing hysterectomies all over the place. Like, bro, they had us. They basically had us. They had us blowing bubbles out of thickened poppers. It was wild. What were we doing?
Hey, listen, the FDA was a little more lax back then. They didn't have all the knowledge they had nowadays.
Are they just like, oh, I don't want your kid to be a pussy?
They're really making Johnson & Johnson's baby powder out of lead paint.
Yep.
Lead paint.
Do you guys remember Olestra?
Yeah.
Yo, may cause anal leakage?
Yeah.
How do you say that? May cause anal leakage. Like,
but then remember the whole thing? They were like, remember the chips, they just slide out of you. So that's why they just... Olestra. All these failed products, they are really cool names for a streetwear division. Would you... you got the Olestra ones? Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Yo, he got the Nike Olestra collab? Oh, shit, bro.
Shit. Wow, that's great.
Oh, he got the fear of God in the leakages.
Victor, since rent is dropping in Manhattan, I think we should buy Limelight and turn it into the bodega. Oh, wow. Yes, let's buy Limelight and turn it to the Mecca of Bodega Hive. So every time you come to New York, you want to come there and visit. It's like a museum.
Oh.
And we can have like live perform.
All types of shit.
Wow.
Just have P.O. giving guided tours.
Okay. do your first bump in the non-gender bathroom. Come on, bro. Yeah. Every half hour, we all dance together to Lady Gaga "Born This Way." You know, because we're allies.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, but you know how Chuck E. Cheese, like, the motherfucker comes out every half an hour? Every half an hour when Michael Anthony comes out, he's like, yo, bro. Yo, welcome to Bodega Hive, you know what I'm saying? Like, headquarters
Oh my
and
God,
shit
it's
like
Michael
that.
Anthony. It's
Yeah,
Michael
what's up,
Anthony.
bro?
I like Michael
What's up,
Anthony.
bro?
Oh my God, I love him. Michael
Yeah,
Anthony,
bro.
can I get a photo?
Yeah, for like
Look at
$10. For like $10.
Oh my God. Michael Anthony, look, this is my son. Guess what his name is? Guess what his name is?
Fred?
Julio. This is my son, Julio. Oh my God.
Julio?
The podcast.
Julio. Hey, Julio.
Get
What's
away,
up,
get
bro?
away from
Like,
him.
does your mom
Get away from my kid. He doesn't have any drugs.
Does he have a...
Get
So why the
name
fuck
him.
why would you name him Julio?
Don't curse in front of him. Don't curse in front of him. What's wrong?
You fucking bitch. You came to Bodega Hive headquarters. You knew what it was when you signed up. You fucking
God,
asshole.
they say that. Oh my God, they say that all the time on the podcast. This feels so real.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, when listen,
You
when
know what
Victor
feels-
charged me $98 at the door, I said it was a lot, but it's totally worth it. It's totally.
You know
worth
what?
it. Oh my God.
Let me give you a little bonus. Let me get in my pocket here. Have you ever seen one of these? This is,
Is that
like
your
a
penis? Is that your penis?
it's
Put that away. Put that away. My son's right there.
No, well, I mean, oh shit, I got to zip my flight. But no, this
Stretch
thing
your
right here in
dick
my
out.
hand. No, this thing right here that I put. You know what this is, right? It's
That's
called.
a hypodermic needle.
It's a syringe, and here's your treat. You fucking bitch. Here. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh, this is so
Yeah.
cool. I was gonna go
Are
to
you
the
enjoying
souvenir
it?
store, but I think
Yeah.
he just gave me herpes, so that's cool.
Yeah. Now you got Hep A through Z. You're welcome.
Ooh, that was dark. Ooh, that was dark. Yeah.
I'm moving to Portland.
Yeah. Oh man.
When did they legalize dog food? They legalized dog food somewhere, statewide. Am I bugging or like?
I want to say Camden. No. No.
Camden don't got no laws.
No, Switzerland has Switzerland they hook you up with heroin if you need it.
Oh shit!
But they look at it differently over there. They look at it completely.
Michael
It's weird
Anthony in
'cause, like,
Switzerland.
When I was in Amsterdam, like they were giving me dirty looks for smoking weed, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like this is why they come here." And it was like, "Stupid American, we only smoke weed inside the dispensary." And I was like, "Sucks for you." BX suck my dick.
We outside.
I'm about to wash my Timbs in this canal. How y'all feel?
You can say they're outside.
I just doing a pop smoke dance in front of mad windmills, like ooh.
Yo, word.
Actually, to disrespect, I was just stomping on mad tulips. Like, what's up? I'm from
Yeah.
I'm in New York. I'm from New York, out here by myself.
Self.
What's up?
Yo, I watched that video the other day and I felt so bad because I was like, damn, I wanted homie to win so bad.
We
and he
all
got
did.
slumped.
We all did.
Yeah, dog.
But as a true
thought-
and respectable New York nigga, guess what? Guess what? All right, he's still on Twitter. He got that shit in his bio, and he's proud
He
of
don't
it,
give a
and he
fuck.
has
He's
no
like, yo,
regrets.
no regrets at all. He's like, fuck it. Y'all would have ran. That would have been me. Y'all would have ran. I stood my ground. I fought that big fucking polar bear looking motherfucker.
Let's take it. You know what I'm saying? Something that we do on the show, on this podcast, on this art we create. We finger pop the zeitgeist.
That's
So
right,
let
baby.
me flame everybody. Let me explain and shame all of you cowards out there and explain how laughing at the I'm from New York video is anti-black. Okay? I need y'all to understand this.
Pull up
Because
a
a lot
chair.
of y'all not listening. Y'all listening, but y'all not taking in the information.
Shine a light on the world.
And it's just like,
Shine your light for the world to see.
I gotta talk to y'all. So listen, I'm gonna talk to y'all right now because the thing is,
Shine your light
y'all seen that video
to see.
and you're like, okay, ha ha ha. Here's a black man getting beat in the street because he is from New York. Just a black man in a parking lot.
Ooh.
A black man alone in the parking lot with no resources, no homies, nobody on have his back.
Abandoned.
He looked at the camera, not to brag, not to emote, but to
That's right.
emphatically request for y'all watching this, to watch this possible lynching, this possible slaughter on tape. He said,
Look
I
at my
am a black
pain.
man. I'm
From New York.
I am here for myself. And you know what? He got beat up by 2 Trump supporters
That's
before
right.
Trump supporters were a thing.
That's right.
Explain that. Explain that.
Pre-MAGA.
Explain that. Explain to me how Black Lives Matter, but you chatter when you watch that video.
Wow.
Explain how you watch that video and you say, I want Desus and Mero to add Sonic rings to this video.
Huh?
And you know we tried
Huh?
to, and we couldn't clear the right.
We
to
couldn't do it. Yeah,
But maybe
you
in
know
the
what I'm
future,
saying?
like we're gonna see what
Yeah.
we can do with that.
We can freak it. You know what I'm saying? We can.
Remember,
Brother, you
I'm
cannot claim to have true knowledge yourself.
Okay.
If you watch that
We're
video.
No longer, me and Miro are not taking part of the Babylon thing called Cameo. We are doing a new thing called Cario, and basically for $50 a phone call, we'll explain to you why something is anti-black. So that can
Boom.
help with like your boss or like if you
Yep.
your girlfriend acting up, you know, you can do whatever you
Yeah,
want. You know what
get you out of any situation.
I mean? Anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Anything. Okay.
Like yo, listen. Y'all taking
child
that
support,
long to
that's
refill
anti-black.
this. Wow, that's super anti-black.
Wow.
Y'all fucking,
So wait.
y'all trying to take Future down.
Child support is wild anti-black. Let's just like
Put it right out
clear
there.
right
Put
now.
it right out there. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just gonna put it out there. Is that a hot take? Is that a hot take? And people are like, Jesus, how can you even say that? I can say that, number one, because I don't have kids. That I know. But also, here's what you guys aren't seeing about child support. Now,
Talk about it.
let's just think about it. Now, you have to pay child support when?
Monthly. Or out
Monthly,
every
right?
check. You know what I'm saying?
But it's because you have children, right? It's support the children, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Speak on
I'm a
it.
grown adult.
Speak on it.
So now,
Hold on.
I'm getting told by the white government how to
What?
take care of the black family.
what?
I'm letting a white judge tell me when to go into my black pockets. To
You
distribute.
thought
You basically telling me how to be a father.
that's Jim Crow.
You want your kids to see you being under the hand of the man? They don't want that.
Wow.
You know what? Because what happens then, you try to give your kid the money, and the kid's like, no, daddy, I don't respect this money. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Open your third
You
eye.
know what? I'm going to get my own LLC. I'm going to
That's
make
right.
my own business. Okay? I don't
That's
need
right.
this. Thank
I don't
you.
need this.
Thank you for the support, but I got this, Dad.
That's
Okay?
right.
I'm going to learn from you.
You know what I mean? I'm going to
Okay.
learn from you, and I'm going to have dinner with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, that's all you want. That's all
That's it.
you want.
Got my LLC, dinner with Jay-Z. We're off to the races. Jeff Bezos, watch the fuck out.
You know the fucking vibes. You know the fucking vibes. Actually, child support, you should be allowed, if you have this is a hot take.
If
Well,
your kid is shitty, you
know,
shouldn't have to pay child support. That's my stance. If your
that's not a
child
hot-
is trash,
That's not a hot take. I believe Biden said he was going to make that part of the Constitution on his first day, and he has not done it, okay? We're tired of these kids with bad vibes.
bad vibes. You gotta get him out of here.
If you have a kid on the way and your girl delivers while Mega Millions is super popping, if you buy a ticket for the kid and give it to the mother, you good.
That's it.
You good. Because in theory, if that ticket hits,
Son for life.
for life,
So for life.
is it your fault it didn't hit? Or is that because, again, roulette, probability,
That's it.
that's on the kid. That's on the kid.
That's-
It's his production now.
You know what I'm saying? It was you he put the work in. Or she put the work in. Or they put the work in. You know what I'm saying?
Working. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Your job here is
You-
done.
You crowned, you know what I mean? You got the shoulders through everything that was all you. You know what I'm saying? Now here's your reward. Take it or leave it.
Listen,
I'm saying?
if you play lotto on the night you're born and you don't win, sounds like a loser to me.
Yeah.
Sounds like a loser. To me.
Born loser. Put him in a warmer.
Get this J. Cole out of here. Like, oh, shit. Ah.
Shit. Yeah.
All right.
Good
Oh, we
deal.
didn't even talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Biden is president now. Oh, we talked about
shit,
that with
that's right.
Fauci in the beginning. But now everyone that worked for Trump got to get jobs and shit. They're gonna be
That's
all right.
wild.
A lot of them are gonna bounce back on MSNBC. You're gonna see it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
fine.
you see it. Ben Carson's gonna be like the doctor for like some news channel, like OAN or like Newsmax. He's gonna be like, well, you know, COVID is
is a myth. It's mythology. It's actually Greek mythology.
They're gonna be like, sir, weren't you actually head of HUD?
That's right, because
What exactly did you do?
yeah, well, I was the head of HUD. I headed HUD.
What does HUD stand for?
Well, yeah, I know when I play Call of Duty, it stands for Heads Up Display, which means it shows my mini map and my enemies surrounding me and potential threats, and for their positions within the map. It's very important strategically.
So you were all right. Do you? When's the last time you operated on a brain, my nigga? I'm gonna keep it.
Well, I tried to operate on Trumpito's brain while he slept to try to improve it. Defrag his hard drive, if you will. I know you like computers. It's a little joke there. But
you and Obama,
yeah.
jokes,
You're just a jerk. I mean, you're really just stupid. I mean, it's not even clever or funny. It's just dumb.
I'm trying to rebrand. I'm trying to take a page out of Barry's book and become Uncle Ben.
Oh shit! What if Ben Barson becomes the new Dr. Miami?
Listen, if Dr. Miami is doing dicks for 600, I'm doing them for 3. Holla at your boy. Ben Barson, Candy, get the strap. And by strap, I don't. Not that name, Candy, not that strap. Not that strap. No, not that strap.
Are you alleging that Candy's been cracking Ben Carson's shit in the head of HUD?
Well, nobody can candy those yams like I can, if you know what I'm saying. You feel me?
Victor, another note. We're starting a porn production company, and all we're doing is we're going to recreate porn fantasies of people from the Trump administration getting their shit cracked, and that way no one could get offended.
Yeah.
Bro.
Palin Palin was super successful. We were talking about Palin Palin for years.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I see the vision.
Get Mike Pompeo to get his cheeks clapped.
Our first video, Hunter Biden's Wild Day. Yeah.
Reverse gangbang.
Let's go, bro.
Who is the dude? Who's the Euro dude? And I'm a sushi boy, so I should know this off top. The Euro dude that does the reverse gangbangs and shit. It's like Manuel something. Manuel Ferrari.
Oh, the name sounds familiar, but I'm not going to go on record as actually knowing. So.
He been doing this shit with like 9 joints and just him. I'm like, yo, okay. That sounds like fun, but it also sounds like a lot of work. And somebody's going to leave unsatisfied.
Listen,
you're not knocking down. I don't care how strong your dick game is. You're not knocking down 9 walls, dog, and leaving them all satisfied. It's not. You can't do that.
On enough cocaine? Yes. Yes, you are.
Bro, you need the yay, and then you need the blue diamond. Because if you get coke dick, you're in trouble.
That's the thing. Coke dick is either. Listen, there's no winds and this boat is going nowhere, or there she go, matey. Like, you're either like, yo, bro, you're like, yo, ma, this never happened before. Like, I'm a little, like, you're super hot. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you play with yourself a little bit.
Just do something, just like knock it from side to side. But then the other thing, the other way, you're like, I don't really feel anything yet, bro. So I don't know. Like, can you? I don't think this shit works, but like, it's just like, oh shit, oh bro, let's fucking go, bro.
Fuck. Oh shit,
bro, go, bro.
Bro, my dick feels like a fucking.
Bro, I'm taking my clothes off, bro.
Nuclear warhead, bro.
Bro, open that window. Bro, open it. I feel like I'm on fire, bro.
Wow, it's amazing, bro. Get some more Jaeger, bro. Get some more Jaeger, bro.
Bro,
I need a Jaeger bomb. I need a Jaeger bomb.
Bro, we gotta invent.
Bro.
Yo, what if we do voting booths? You gotta pay to vote. Come on, bro, let's go.
Bro, it's fucking genius, bro. Let's do it.
Bro, what if women had to rent bras? Okay, it's like you rent a bra, you get 3 bras a week, $10 a month. Come on, bro. Like,
rent a rack, bro. Rent a rack. Yeah,
bro.
It's like Rent-A-Center, but like for racks.
Bro, I love it. Bro, what if you rent the bags you pick up the dog doodle in? How much money would it make? Dog shit like 5 times a day, bro. We're gonna be fucking rich.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
yeah.
fucking rich, bro. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
bro.
Bro, we're gonna make him hound soup. All the beats about to drop. I'm peeking.
That's just us at like after hours, and everyone else is like, what the fuck are y'all on?
What are they talking about, yo?
No, that's us at after hours, and everyone else is like, it's 7 p.m. and you're at Red Lobster. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh shit, damn.
Oh.
After these went long.
Oh wow. Wow.
Wow, it's been a whole nother day. Goddamn.
Wow, shit. I'm like, Ma, we trying to get right. Like, she's like, this is an Applebee's, so you want like a blue lemonade? Or I'm like, no, what? You got something hotter? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get right. She's like, I got teriyaki wings. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
Yo,
come on.
like I'm looking for a bag, bro. I'm looking for some envelopes, if you know what I mean.
You want a doggy bag? I could give you a doggy bag. I remember when I was in St. Thomas, we were trying to get weed. You know what the thing was? I realize this now. My ex looked like an undercover cop, and that's made it super hard to get weed. And she would also do things that were very copish. Like exactly like at we at the resort. She goes right up to the bar. She's like, "Oh, can I get a drink? Where do we get marijuana from?" I'm like, "Officer, would you sit your Kamala ass down? What's wrong with you? Like that's not how you.
Why
do
would you call it marijuana?
Yeah, also, you got yo, bro, you got ganja?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, me and my boy are trying to spark a roach. You're like,
Yeah. We're trying to get a spliff going. You got any pot?
Okay. And then she's like talking to hotel workers when I'm not around, and they're trying to Natalie Holloway her. They're like, "Yo, come to this club tonight." I'm like, "No, we're not leaving the resort grounds. What's wrong with you? You want to go recreate Belly? You get kidnapped. I'm not looking for you.
I ain't looking for you, shit.
Okay."
Somebody
I'm like,
yo, you know what I'm
I'm like,
saying?
yo,
You
we are
visit-
here. We in this hotel for 5 days. Go ahead and get kidnapped on the 2nd day, because I'm gonna come look for you on the 6th day. Do the math.
For real.
Okay.
Yeah. Meet me at gate D71.
Okay. I got 2 spa appointments set up. I'm not breaking them. Okay, it's a $25 charge.
I use both. I get double massage. Front and back.
Your girl go missing. You have a couple massage. You're like, you know what? Yeah. Both masseuse at the same time. Fuck it. She's missing out.
Yeah, do it. 4 hands.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, give me the milking table.
There you go. Moosa moo. Milk it. Yerp, like, yerp. Oh, you know what? That's gonna get a problematic light. And some of y'all like, why Jesus? Why would that get a problematic light? Because under the Biden administration, we have to do stuff like that so liberals don't get like offended. The funniest part, people was like, yo, you're hanging with war criminals. I was like, yo, nigga, I hang with real criminals. Like, this is what you get mad about?
Fam, you mad at this? I hung out with a nigga that shot like 18. I had him. Yo, this motherfucker had a MySpace. Yo, this is the shit that bugs me out so crazy. Like, so wild, pardon. Fam, on MySpace, this is like before like motherfuckers were like aware of like digital, hood motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like they're just this is like this. Oh, yo, they ain't go. This shit can't. They can't use no fucking MySpace shit in court. You thought, yo, my man had a MySpace. I didn't even want to say his name because I want to make hot. And the shit was called Body Snatcher, and in his bio he was like, yo, I caught bodies. I catch bodies. Like basically, like yo, I'll clap somebody if you want me to clap them. I'm like, yo, my man, what? Are you advertising hitman services on MySpace? This is wild. Like, take this shit down now, bro, before you get indicted.
It's like my boy hit me up because he saw on Twitter about the Capitol shit and like how everyone's getting caught from posting the Instagram shit and posting the text messages and the Facebook. And he was
and
like,
the parlor shit, all that bullshit.
And he was like, see, that's why you always be like, yo, don't text me no hot shit. Don't text me no hot shit because we're going to feel stupid if you have to read it in court. And I was like, see? Look at them niggas.
Look at them.
The amount of times people send me hot shit and I do not respond. And I'm just like, I'm like, who? Who are you trying to reach? I'm like, fam, don't lock me up, bro. Don't lock me up.
I just hit motherfuckers with a question mark, like, question mark? Like, sir?
You gotta be like,
do you know what's going on here?
I'll just be like, I don't have tickets aren't available for the show. Or be like, how'd you get this number? And they're like, Jesus, you said that text, but you've been texting this person consecutively every day for 12 years. I'm like, yeah, but
it's just polite. It's just I was taught manners.
I have Southern values, sir. I have to talk to anyone that texts me.
I'm a Southern gentleman.
I was taught by my mother, Blanche Devereaux, that you must never let a gentleman's needs go Wait a minute. What am I? Also, special shout out. This episode is dedicated to QAnon. Everyone banging with it.
Shout out to you.
Right now, you're like, hey, should I take all these pills? Because you have wasted the last 4 years of your life.
Wow. How does that feel?
Does
QAnon, like, if you're a QAnon guy, like, how do you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let us know. You know what I'm saying? Call us up 1-800-223-9797. Like, do you feel like the guy that watched Lost?
Yeah, you feel betrayed by Trump. Like, they were just like, wow, he didn't even mention Ashley, shorty that died for him in the Capitol. And he's like, yo, fuck her. I don't give a shit about her. I don't give a fuck. Trump don't give a shit about any of those people.
I don't know. I don't know shorty's name.
Exactly. No one cares. She ain't getting mentioned at no fucking rap concert.
Fuck out of
here. She died for a cult. Do we ever name one person that died for Jim Jones? Not in Harlem, but I mean in Guyana when he did the
boom.
Okay.
Nobody.
Name
one motherfucker from Heaven's Gate. One Heaven's Gate motherfucker.
None of those people. Name someone from Waco. You know about the Branch Davidians. You know all that shit. You don't know any of those people. Because what happens? It's a cult. You get sucked in. You lose your identity.
Yep. That's it.
And as that cult goes, you go. And now what happens? It's what usually happens when people leave a cult. Now they have this mental vacuum. And like they have no...
They got to latch onto something else.
Exactly. And the problem is they're saying all these QAnon people are probably just going to come straight up white supremacists because all the Nazis are trying to recruit them because rational people are just like, yo, you were stupid. Why were you doing that? But it's no different than everyone in the hood could understand this. When one of your homies got caught up in a multi-level money scheme and lost mad money, and now they got to come on Instagram or come on Facebook mad humble.
Yeah.
Some people are just like,
humble yourself.
That's not that bad. Fam, I lost 6 friends, and to this day, they do not talk to me. They see me on TV all the time. We used to hang out. We used to smoke weed every afternoon, and because I didn't want to do Wake Up Now with them. And this is when Wake Up Now was popping. Like each one of them had like 60 people underneath them, so they was getting money. And it was like, oh, you on TV? You could triple this shit. And I was like, fam, it's a scam. It's a fucking scam. Also, I'm on Uncommon Sense. Like I don't know how much fucking damage I could do with it, but you know.
There's levels to I'm on TV.
Yeah. And then niggas just cut me off, and I'm just like, I wouldn't have moved like that. Like, something about what I'm doing right now, I'd probably want to stay in the circumference, but you know, it's all good.
You know what I'm saying? You're better for it.
You know
what I'm saying? Good riddance.
Now I'm hanging with my good new friends, you know what I'm saying? Tim DeLaGhetto, Justin Bieber, you know
what I'm saying?
Little baby.
Yeah, Meghan Markle.
The other day, I was on the phone with Halle Baldwin, you know what I'm saying? And, I was just like, we were doing like souffle recipes. You know, just my Hollywood friends. Just laughing with John Legend. Just, you know, I don't need you Bronx urchins. We don't need these problems.
Shout out to all my Bronx urchins out there, you know what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, I'll hit up John Legend. I'll be like, yo, John, what's up? Yo, that shit you posted with Chrissy is mad funny. And he'll respond like, yo, haha, Miro, you wild. I'm like...
Wow. Damn, dog.
Wow, John. Wow.
I thought it was different. with us.
That's wild. John, you really just gonna treat me like I'm ordinary people?
Wow.
I got nowhere to go?
Wow. We just
take it slow.
Ordinary people.
Remember when everyone thought that song was Wild Deep?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Like
he could really make anything sound. I mean, we know firsthand. We made him sing a song about eating ass, and it sounds mad deep.
A classic.
You know what I'm saying?
A classic. Okay.
We made him sing a song like with the Draco. Like, yo, sing a song about eating ass right now, motherfucker.
Write that shit. Nah, we could never do that. We wouldn't have to do that because John Legend makes some of the greatest hood songs ever.
Oh,
you know
yes.
That? I think Chrissy Teigen told him to stop because those songs he was making with Rich Ross were making you get too much money. Remember that when he would come through like
fair.
Going rich forever. Just play that while you bagging up? Fam, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Okay?
Yo.
He's like, yo. And then you're singing that shit like, yo, we about to sell this crack and be rich forever. We about to do this home invasion and be rich forever. Okay?
Yeah.
Kidnap their kids. when they pay that money, we be able to be rich forever. Like
we're gonna off this G-Pack and make $150 profit.
Exactly.
We're gonna be rich forever.
You and your whip. That's back when you like, I'm in my whip trying to find my way. Like you like, oh wow.
Yeah. Fair, but you know what I'm saying?
And you're talking about get money music, bro. I was walking to the supermarket today and this came on. And I was like, fam, wow. This was like the epitome of broke 1995 music. Like,
and since I'm in it now, I'm in it to win it. Sky's the limits, no
motherfuckers, lieutenant,
From this point, that's how I'm
on the fly.
Salsa.
It's either do or die. Sometimes it makes you wonder how it's going under. A little AZ.
Woo! Asiatic.
Shout out to AZ. AZ gets respect because AZ literally just walked onto Illmatic, killed shit, and walked away.
And walked away. And just and didn't say shit. And didn't hype it up. Like, yo, by the way.
And think about it. Like Nas is like, yo, could you drop it? And the verse was so ill. Oh my God. Oh.
Yo.
Shout out to
AZ,
man.
No, yo, listen,
hip hop.
Real hip hop. Yo, AZ is a criminally underrated rapper.
Criminally.
You know what I'm saying?
Criminally.
100%. What? Oh! Yo, remember the video to this shit? Oh my God.
You not a real broke nigga if you don't know this shit.
Nah.
Let's go.
Let's go. The actuality.
Taxes the salary. My reality. Money we created. Never made it.
Never made it.
Got percenters. Inners.
Got inners. Turning sinners. Someone sitting there so quick.
Carry on tradition.
Woo! God damn.
God, that's that. That's that.
Yo.
Hip hop.
Yo. He got another shit. Him and Nas, man. When him and Nas got on the joint, woo! God damn.
We never got
fireworks.
a full. We always wanted a Nas and AZ album.
Yup.
With Primo on production, you know that. Remember AZ had Sugar Hill with Miss Jones?
Yo. I wanna chill on Sugar Hill.
That first AZ album. That
was
first
fire.
AZ album really was fire, especially if you were selling drugs.
Oh,
Especially,
what?
It hit.
Fam.
It hit.
Just off the trip for Hey AZ. Like the single, like, Hey AZ. Let's just
But then
get
don't
this
forget,
started.
as a classic 90s album, he had the whole song about how the Illuminati was trying to take over the world. Yeah. You gotta have that. You gotta have that.
Yo! That is my joy.
Can't win. You can't win.
We can't get out. We can't win.
I can't get
in. We can't win.
I can't get in. Most of my 95s in the scenes in the lavas. Like, yo. That's real lyrics. That's real lyrics. Galatian. The government plans to enslave the planet. What? The government plans to enslave the planet.
Enslave the planet.
95.
What?
You're wrong.
You're
wrong.
They're very wrong.
It didn't happen. Okay?
Yo, my man spit that whole Illuminati shit with his chest, bro. Like, yo,
chest.
This shit is
like,
facts.
The government want to enslave the planet was Ted Kaczynski like his fucking pen pal?
Exactly. They was like, yo.
The Unabomber, his pen pal, dog?
So basically what we're pointing out here is hip hop has been QAnon forever.
Forever?
Yes. Wow.
Yo, QAnon, look at that.
Exactly. Busta Rhymes was doing a countdown.
Look at that. All QAnon did was just do the same thing that fucking brands do with Black Twitter. Look at that. Just steal content. Stealing content.
And then QAnon was just a rebirth, a rebranding of Pizzagate, which was very popular. Remember,
it just had a goofy ass name.
Show. Remember when Roseanne Barr lost her show off of Pizzagate?
Mm-hmm.
There's no conspiracy online that I would lose my job for, other than the idea that any amount of currency is worth more
Oh shit.
than lunch with Jay-Z.
No. I mean, listen. That's not like, that's not a conspiracy theory.
That's imperial.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right
there's peer-reviewed journals that discuss this. You know what I'm saying?
American
and it's a
currency-
proven fact.
American currency, like back in the day when we first started the country, it was backed on the gold in the National Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
Then they changed it. They was like, we're going to do it based on the national resources and what we have and the allocation.
Yep.
Every time you use a quarter, it is backed on the idea that you are allowed to have lunch with Jay-Z. A quarter means you're allowed to have a quarter of a lunch with Jay-Z. Each dollar means you're allowed to have a full lunch with Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
So every time, you gotta see. That's what they don't. You guys don't see the big picture because y'all thinking about it in dollars. And that, like, I don't want to brag. I've been around rich people. They don't think about it like that. When you're around a rich person and they're super rich, like Kevin Hart, he's not like, yo, I got $200 million. He's like, I got 200 million brunch invites with Jay-Z.
Boom.
You gotta think about it like that. Jeff Bezos, he's not like, yo, what can I buy? He's like, what kind of eggs am I gonna have with Jay-Z as I tell Beyonce I loved her Lion King performance?
You feel me?
That's the problem. That's why y'all poor. Y'all don't think about it like that.
That's right.
Y'all don't see it like that. You know
How you think Tim Cook got to where he's at?
Think about it. Talk about it.
Dinner with Jay-Z. You might say, "Oh, Steve Jobs perished, and there was a power vacuum, and then Tim Cook moved up." Nah, it was the lunch with Jay-Z, lunch with Hove, dinner with Hove rather. They had a dark red blend.
I don't like to brag. Me and Miro both bought our parents' masters.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? They own that.
I'm saying they got that for life.
Sadly, my parents' masters are actual skeletons, but it's just like.
Yeah. Open your fucking third eye.
No, that's like Russell Wilson bought Sierra's masters for her, and it's just like, did people want those?
Did he get him for the low? Did he get him from? He was just scrolling on Twitter and he saw Fat Kid deals. Was like, yo, Sierra's masters, calm down.
That's not even like shade to Sierra. It's just like just because you own your like there has to be a reason people want your masters. You know what I'm saying? Like
he doesn't have joints.
Own it.
She got Body Party now. Body Party was a joint.
Body Party was a joint. Your voice got pitchy when you said that.
Body Party is a joint, but
no, it's because Future's on it, and that's a sensitive subject. He did the little.
But then also, if you own your masters, but your song has a big sample in it, well, what are you doing? What do you really own? What do you really?
Who is like the dude like? Who is there anybody that like did it smart? Like the Macarena dudes or whoever, like that just is like, yo, I own my masters. I got one song. I'm a one-hit wonder.
The Roots didn't use samples. All their stuff was like actual
live instrumentation.
So you can't. So they don't have to worry. Like they change. Hip hop changed, and they always like move with it. So, but who else is
From what I was seeing on Twitter, has Timberland made a bunch of like musicians from the 70s in the Middle East super rich?
Okay, let's talk about this. And this is where listen, Scratchy. You know what? Let me do my intro properly. So I want y'all to know that we're really about to talk about hip hop. So, because sometimes you guys get it misconstrued.
You know what I'm saying?
Podcast just about buttholes and sucio, but you know what?
It's real hip hop too.
We talk about
real culture.
Hip hop. Okay.
What? Wait.
What? You know the vibes. Yo, it's your boy Jesus Nice over here. I got my man Victor over there. Over there, I got my man Miro in the building.
Yo, what up? Yo. Cut it up.
Hip hop.
Yo.
Hip hop.
Watch this.
Hip hop.
Yeah. Hit him with the crab scratch.
Why is this an accurate hip hop experience? Like you're waiting for something and someone's taking way too long scratching.
Yo,
that only they enjoy.
Oh my God!
Like, stop.
Yo, listen. Shout out to Funkmaster Flex, but you are the king of doing that shit. Like he would just juggle, and it wasn't even like wild turntablism. It was just like he would juggle the shit. and bring it back, and then do that backspin shit was like, and bring it back to the beginning, like.
But no, so they're saying Timbaland just cut and paste beats. To say that would be like saying Steph Curry just throws the ball in the air. That is the most.
Yeah.
That is one of the most ridiculous things, and that's why. And this is a hot take. That's why we need to shut down Twitter and make anyone that was not on Twitter since 2009 not allowed to post anything because they don't know anything and they just post dumb shit all the time, and then other stupid people retweet it, and you're like, oh, they're like, oh, this is mind blowing. They're like, yo, Timbaland just cut and paste the beat. I was like, oh, okay, Timbaland sampled the beat, and then he changed the drums on it and he quantified it and he looped it in a way.
He changed the pitch and he cut it and he sliced,
he added
like,
shit to it. Like
then, fam, it's a whole new thing.
To be fair, now everyone's like, yo, Timbaland did not pay those artists, but a lot of those songs are like so popular, so many people have covered them. If you don't know the name of the song, you're just like, yo, this is problematic. I'm gonna say it. Back in my hip hop days, which is sad, we would go to Crown Fried Chicken, and you know when you go to Crown Fried Chicken, when you go there late at night, they play the music the employees want to hear. Yep. So they're playing like the wild Hindu music. They're playing all that shit. And I remember hearing shit and be like, yo, this would be the ill sample. And I tried to like fucking use Shazam. And Shazam was like, yo, my nigga.
What are you doing?
My nigga, it's 4 a.m.
Why you wake me up for this?
There's a couple fighting. I can't even hear the music. Like, what do you...
Shazam's like, what? Yo, hold on. What is that? It's digging through a crate like, yo, damn, I don't got this,
like,
bro.
Yo, fam, they're like, yo, fam, we only got American shit. But I was like, yo, this was, and in my head, I was like, you know what? I probably could get away with sampling this and making a beat, and that shit could be fire. And unless someone over there hears it, I'm good. Producers do that. That's 99% of being a hip hop producer. Stealing a sample and hoping no one finds out you used it. Shout out to Lord Tariq and Peter Guns.
Yo,
okay?
for real.
It's wild. It's wild.
Yo, I wonder if that's why, like, because Swizz Beatz, like, his claim to fame is like, yo, I don't sample, I don't use samples, all my shit is original, da da da. I'm just like, okay. I was like, is that on purpose or because you like
that was on purpose?
Like, you're not trying to clear shit.
He found a loophole. There's certain samples you can use that everyone has that you don't have to clear. So there's a lot of those early Swizz beats, the drops you hear are directly from the Casio. Directly from the keyboard. Like, you literally can hit this, you can recreate all those beats, and people are just like, there's no way you can make a great song off of that. That's stupid. One of the greatest songs ever, Usher, Love in This Club. That is all samples from GarageBand.
From GarageBand?
Recreate that.
Shout out to DJ Polo.
Okay? And that's an amazing song, if only because you never hear it when you're sober. You're just like, oh,
straight up.
God, I'm in this club. Bro, I want to make love in this club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
This is a GarageBand tutorial.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You put the snare in there. Okay. Snare, drum, snare.
You can see the lines. You can see everything.
Snare. Okay.
And you're like, you know what? Now that I told you that, you're like, oh, now this song is whack. Okay, if it's whack, why do I get emotional at this part? Right here.
I'm like, hold up.
Right here, you pull out your phone to text your ex, like, yo. Like, I was, listen, like, what happened?
Yo.
Was like, you don't understand, like, the Yankees, it was 2009, and the Yankees was in the World Series, and you called, and, like, I miss you. Like, I miss you the way New York missed Teixeira, and I need you to come back.
Yo, shout out to Hassan with the fact nuke bomb. Rough Riders Anthem was a preset?
Yes, sir. Most of Rough Riders Volume 1 was a preset. So
God damn. Oh shit.
Even the hook.
Even the hook? The bum bum. Yo.
No, not that, but I was saying I got something here. I'm gonna blow your mind.
Woo!
Okay. There was a song, and it was a very popular hip hop song, and people think it's actually it was like an actual song someone made, and it wasn't. It was created by. This is all a sample. the hook is this hook is just actually from the cat.
Like some other song.
Here, sing along. With my niggas with the big dicks.
What? With my niggas with the high whips. What?
Now,
With my niggas living better. With some brothers and man cheddars, but some letters and man cheddars.
What was going on at this time in the world where a woman would be like, yo, who got the big dick? Who got the hot whip? Should the hot whip come first?
Yo, I don't care about your dick. We're in the club. We gotta drive
the
to
big dick. Okay?
We can't ride the big dick home. There's no Uber at this time. When Rough Riders Volume 2 dropped, there was no. Was this Volume 1 or Volume 2? I don't remember. There was no Uber. We can't ride your dick home. I need the hot whip first.
Also, for all of y'all, you're like, yo, I'll be in the club. Last night was a movie. Fam, this was a club song. This.
Yes.
Where my niggas with the big dick. Where my niggas with the hot whip.
Tell me how you feel safe in the building listening to that without a gun or a box cutter on you.
Yo,
okay?
fam, also,
now you understand what it was. Now you understand what it used to be like going to the club.
Exactly. Also, Sheek Louch has one of the best lines I've ever heard in hip hop history. This motherfucker said, "I got bullets that fly around your head like bees." I was like, bro, what kind of bullets fly around your head like bees?
Oh, man.
Where you get those? Upstate? Like, what the fuck? Yo. Oh, man. That was like such a waste of a classic pun verse, too. Because he was like, yo, the little kind of like, I don't even know what the fucking proper term is, but like the kind of like flow at the end where he was just like, shit, she want to ride, I know the Mami Chula, they want to ride on my Honda scooter, you know, the red one from the video, but really though, she ain't running the Trizzy, yo.
That was by the time when we started like the jig was up with pun, because everyone outside of the Bronx was like, I could hear him breathing on every track, and you're like, oh.
Yo, you gotta punch in more.
He's like, yo, I'll shoot you. Niggas know I'll go right through the computer. Niggas know I'll go right through the computer. You're like, oh, nigga, come on, we can do this. But shout out to Club Envy, Sunday nights, you know, got started at 11 o'clock. Only place I know where girls would dress up and get excited when they heard this.
Oof.
It's like, you dance with a girl like, yo, what's up? What's up? What project you from?
Yo. Haven't seen. It's like a niggas having dreams. Everybody wants to hurt.
Oh, man.
So I shout at whatever.
Shout out to my guy, DMX.
You don't dance in the club today with Shorty. You like slapbox on the dance floor?
You're just doing that. Listen, that's foreplay. That's foreplay. She like, oh my God, my brother shot you. You're like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, clap that motherfucker.
That's back when you have songs and people be like, yo, I'm a blood, but her brother's a Crip. Yeah, like, so why would you even engage in that relationship?
Aren't you gonna get beat up every time you go over there?
Like, come on. Also, if you're in a gang, and so if the rival gang is dating your sister and you allow that, that's called cheeks.
You're buns. You're absolute buns.
100%
100% buns. No, that is absolutely correct. You're buns. You're fully buns.
Fully buns.
Fully buns.
That's my favorite reggae artist, Fully Buns. Not
Fully Buns.
Cali Buns.
Cali Buns.
He's the only.
Yo.
Listen, he's sponsored by Cash App and Bodega Boys Records. He is the first LGBTQIA artist in Jamaica. He has the first song with Boney Goats. It's called Show Me the Buns.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
No, actually, with the B-side, Bun Burglar, which is a very controversial track.
Very controversial. Very controversial.
He's stealing. That's the tagline for his album. He's stealing the meats. People do not like that in Jamaica. They're just like, that's not.
Stop the teething.
Show me your meats. Like, no, come on, guys.
Why?
Meats.
Yo, meat with it, rock with it. Lot of mercy.
God
damn.
I want you to meet the boat.
Meet the boat now. Meet the boat.
Show me all your bones. You're like, oh, wow.
Okay, wow.
This is not appropriate. Like, yo. Tenderize my fillet. You're like, oh, Jesus.
Okay, wow. Okay, chill. Like, we're not doing that. That's not sanctioned.
Have you seen their new X-rated song, Beef Wellington? Like, no, we're not.
Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
They're not allowed to play that overseas. You're like, oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, well, shit.
Wow.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you guys see that.
Yo, speaking of Beef Wellington, the next guy cooked. Smoking that next pack.
Hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
Wow. I don't want to say it, but
last night,
it's
motherfuckers
clear
were smoking
that
that
the
MAGA
big
pack
three-
and that Nets pack.
It's sad to see that the big three is clearly a flop. Harden, Kyrie, and KD could not play together, and anyone could see it coming. Anyone could see it coming. It's a toxic locker room. They don't want to play in there. Kyrie does not love basketball. KD has constantly been carried by other players, and the writing was on the wall. I'll give it back to you, Skip.
Skill. No, skill. Get into some
All I would say,
stuff.
they're just like, oh, Harden, KD, Kyrie, and it's just like, okay, just because you have 3 basketball players that play well, that doesn't mean it's gonna make the team better. That's not how basketball works, okay?
Just because you have
Like,
3 multiple All-Stars doesn't mean that your team is going to be great. Just because you have 3 great players and there's only 5 players on the court at the same time, so you could
me ask
basically
you
plug
this.
in any other 2 people.
When you did the trade and you were like, oh, this is gonna be great, did you stop and be like, oh wait, what astrological sign is Harden? Is he gonna be able to play with Kyrie? Did you do that? You didn't. Okay,
Didn't
wow.
at all.
Wow. Okay, and now look. Now the demons are haunting Barclays Center.
Look at that.
See? That's what you get. Because remember a couple of months ago, you little witches were messing with the moon to get mad at Trump? And we just fixed that. And now we got to fix the Nets. Because you guys are just mixing stuff. Why would you put an Aries and a Taurus and a Virgo together on the front floor? Why? That doesn't even
Now we gotta sage the bench every game, every
What
quarter.
are they gonna do in defense when Mercury's in retrograde? Like, you didn't think about that. You're just doing X's and O's. Okay?
Dummies.
You
didn't think about chemistry.
Okay, they didn't think about chemistry. You got a guy that thinks the world is flat, but now he has a round heart. Do the math. It doesn't make sense. I don't like it, bro.
How about that?
However, if the Nets organization would like to hire the Bodega Boys to do anything, please reach out to Victor Lopez.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Represented by ICM, International.
Listen, as badly as the Knicks have treated us, Nets, if you give us like 1 sandwich and a limerita, you got us for the year. Okay? That's what we need.
Well, a 1-year license, not in perpetuity. You know what I'm saying? Just a 1-year license.
They're like, Jesus, you can get any jersey you want from the store. Miro, here's 4 plates. You got 4 take-home plates for your kids. Go to the buffet. Knock some out.
I bet.
I'm like, say less.
I'm like, yo, I want a Jason Kidd jersey from when he was coaching.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm in the store. I'm like, who can I was like, you got any more Jason Collins jerseys? They're like, oh. See? Shout to everyone that just made a laugh, that's just small but didn't laugh because it was like good reference, Jesus. Good reference.
Yeah. That's deep cut.
What? All I said was Jason Collins. That's all I said.
That's it.
What
do you think? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Huh?
Wow.
You feel the way? Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Not I.
Also, shout out to you, some of you guys are Nets fans. You have no idea who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because you became Net fans last year.
Literally.
No idea.
They became Nets. They threw the Rockets jersey in the garbage last week. They just became Nets fans.
Okay. Meanwhile, I can say this without a shadow of a doubt. There is not one person who just became a Knicks fan. That does not happen. No one wakes up in 2021 and is like, you know what I want to do? I want a dark cloud of misery and sufferation to follow me. I'm going to be a Nets fan. I mean, a Knicks fan. Excuse me.
You know how Knicks fans are created? Like the only new Knicks fans are like becoming a Knicks fan is like a circumcision. Like you don't make that choice. Like your parents decide whether or not you become a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not up to you. When you come out of the uterus and you're placed in the warmer, you know what I'm saying? Your family decides whether or not you're a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? It's just them's the rules. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga preaching, okay? This nigga preaching, okay? There's no other explanation. No one by choice decided to be a Knicks fan. No one woke up and was like, "Oh, that's a beautiful Madison Square Garden. I want to be a Knicks fan." Like, no.
Nah.
You saw your
you
father
gotta give
crying?
him the base speech. Nah.
No?
You'd be like, yo, you merely adopted fandom. I live this Knicks shit. You know what I'm saying? I live and die with the Knicks. We've been through this. We've done this.
We've been through this, bro.
You know what I mean? We've been through the dark times, the semi-dark times, the semi-kind of dark times, I guess maybe there might be a light at the end of the tunnel times. You know what I'm saying? All the times.
You know what? As a Knicks fan, the light at the end of the tunnel is hopefully a train to hit you to knock you out this shit. So you don't have to. It's true. It's true. It's true. You know what else is true? It's been another one. Another one fire podcast. Okay? I don't know how many more of these we're gonna do since Biden and Kamala are in charge now. You're like, Jesus, you interviewed both of them. And I was like, yeah. And they told us some stuff off the record that if we told you, it scared the shit out you, bro. I don't want to say anything. Biden's gonna outlaw hookah. It's true.
Wow. He signed an executive order right now. Wow.
He said hookah is malarkey. So I don't know. We'll see
I've smoked that flavor. He's right. They got malarkey flavor hookah.
Yo. It's been your boy Jesus Nice, aka Young Chipotle, aka Pockets Stay Fat like Cheerio, aka your pockets stay fat like. I need that Nickelodeon edit. Here we go.
Hey.
Someone I might know you, but Young Day Party, Young Hot Take, Jesus H. Fuego, Mr. Nando's with Orlando, 1994 in Nueva York. Let's get loud. Shout out to J-Lo, holding it down during the inauguration. Mikel
As
going
best she
off.
could.
As best she could. Just doing everything you do, and you're like, do not let my sister sing at TT's funeral. She's not going to stick to the song, okay? She's going to do some other shit. And she's like, oh, my grandma died. Do-up, do-up, do-da-do-up, ooh-up, do-up, do-up. Like,
she started doing the Christina Aguilera shit, like just overdoing it. Super over. Holding her ear like, no, you're very pitchy.
Are you doing the busted challenge at Auntie's funeral? She's like, yo, listen,
listen, you know.
They gotta see my toes, bro. Mikhail going off, the Juve boss, MC Lugunga Pig. Oh, shit. Yeah, we got that. Put up for 40, which is shorty, which means I'm not social distancing. And if I'm doing that, that means I got the mask under my nose and you're mad frustrated. Wow, you're shorty cheating and she's gonna bring you home corona. Wow,
you tight.
What's worse, if your shorty brings you an STD or COVID? Probably COVID, because you can't really die from an STD like that. Like,
yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I mean, damn, that's a great question. I might say,
but then
STD,
it's also
like COVID
shorty,
is like, like
also your shorty.
But STD though, it's like, yo, you got that shit. You went out to get that shit. COVID is just like.
Then also that means your shorty was creeping during a pandemic.
Oof.
That's some next level shit.
Oof.
That's
wild disrespectful.
Because if niggas was like, yo, your grandma was going around to get dick during the Spanish flu, you're gonna look at her differently.
That's a fact. You'd be like, yo, shorty, you gave me herpes and Rona? Damn.
Wow.
It turns into that camera scared like, yeah, nigga, I burnt you.
How you feel?
Stupid. How you feel? Yeah, whatever.
I'm a chicken, so I'm gonna quack like a chicken. You're like,
like what?
Okay. So that's the question. That's Bodega Boy say don't burn people during the pandemic. There you go. Don't talk to me. Shout out to our PSAs. Our PSAs are so simple. We're like, hey, Bodega Boy say charge your phone at night. They're like,
yo, okay. Bodega Boy say don't kill any people.
All right. Bodega Boy say before you use a stamp, lick the back of it. Ha ha. Victor's like, these PSAs are not bringing the heat. I was like, all right, you want us to turn it up? Okay. All right. He wants some real PSAs?
Okay.
Yo, what up, Bodega Hive? It's your boy Jesus Nice. Be sure to check the expiration date on your cream cheese before you put it on your bagel.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's your boy the Kid Merrill. You know what I mean? Yo, use unsalted butter. It's better for your, you know what I'm saying, vascular system.
Yo, what's up? It's the Bodega Boys letting you know. Yo, if you own a car, that's better than renting.
Pow.
They're like these PSAs suck. These are terrible. Like,
these are really bad.
Anybody.
These are really bad. And also, you're making me feel very bad because I got my car at Major World and I'm paying 38% interest on a 05 Accord, and I still haven't paid it off.
Did you just show up with a check stub and a home address?
Yeah, that's it. It wasn't even my own home address.
Yeah. Exactly. Nigga, I got 4 Avalons. I got Dominicans driving around Washington Heights with right now. Like they don't know my real address. It's fun shit. It's just fun, bro. It's a fun game. Okay, don't talk to me in the Uber pool because I don't know you. Also, Uber pool doesn't exist. So if I'm in the Uber pool, that means because my shorty from the former AKA gave me COVID, and now I'm having a fever dream in the bed. Okay? All right? Now I'm like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. And she's on the phone like, oh, he's talking. He thinks he's in the Uber pool. Should we come in? Oh, no. And Lincoln Hospital's like, nah, chill. Chill. Y'all been doing a lot of that COVID shit. We off that. I'm like, no, that's not how hospital.
That's not how. Yo, Lincoln Hospital's
like,
Lincoln Hospital's run by a blood set.
Lincoln Hospital's like, yo, not COVID, deaths is mad OD play. Don't come in here. You're like,
we not jacking that over here, bro. No funny. Like, get that shit out of here, bro. Take that shit to Barnabas, my nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
COVID is mad 2020. Get out of here, dog.
That shit's wild corny, man. Wow. Mad niggas mad corny. Ew, this nigga came in here with a Truy suit. Ew. And COVID. Ew, you bozo. Ew.
You're still wearing face masks? Wow.
Ew. And that shit ain't even Louis. Ew.
Yeah, this nigga broke. Yo, the original +1 got +1, so don't make a fuss. Shout out to Donald Trump, who had his invites for his going away. He had 5 +1s. Every ticket had 5 +1s. That is what we call a flop. Okay? Okay? Nobody.
Yeah.
What event you ever been to that was like, yo, if you want to bring 5 friends? Like, no, that's
never, dog.
Never.
They usually like, yo, please don't bring anybody. That's why people have destination weddings, because they don't want you to bring nobody.
Exactly. AK Jesus Rossi and the Jamaican Jew, Javane Avocado Toast, Young Pa, the Goose Mufasa, Young Chakuni, Culinary. AK Chili Limon, left-handed relief for the Yankee scale. Okay. 2 phone domes, Dizek Machina, Dake Chuckle, Stanley Cups, the Human Doctor, Bahanas label, Dilute. Leonardo DiCaprio. I like my Mr. 240p because I like my Pinot blurry. Okay, I don't need that 4K, bro. I want some artifacts near the church.
Yeah, bro.
You know
Some you know, like biblical
bro.
Shit.
Bro, listen, the nut goes harder, bro. If you're using VLC, I'm just.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yo, it's DJ Wu, like aka listen to Watch FM. Listen, special Watch FM for all my QAnon people.
Yeah.
Listen, 4 years and you followed Donald Trump, and they was like, watch out for the storm. The storm is coming. When Biden gets inaugurated, the storm is gonna kill all the Democrats.
The storm. Yeah. Get ready for the storm.
And the problem was, I was like QAnon, which I didn't realize QAnon was real hip hop.
Real hip hop.
Because the storm was,
it's the Red Wonder.
OGC. You know what I'm saying? That's the storm.
Woo!
Little OGC, original Ghost Rappers, yo, Fat Pop.
You know what I'm saying? Woo! Goddamn, non-stop.
See, y'all didn't think the storm was going to be real hip-hop.
Real hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Remember that video? They all dressed like Gordon's fishermen?
Yes.
They had the mad fake lightning in the back.
In Holly Hansen outfits, we was like, this is mad fucking mind-blowing. Oh, my fucking God.
Yo, this is wild. Yo, the arrow, when he shot the arrow is wild.
Bro, I started watching music videos again, and like when you're older and watch music videos, you realize music videos are made to impress 15-year-olds. They're not made to impress adults. They're like, yo, fam, look, I'm driving a car slow through Times Square and neon signs are on the hood. And you're like,
wow.
So you're like, that's stupid. I've actually driven through Times Square. That's not fun. If I'm driving through Times Square, that means there's probably an accident on the West Side Highway.
I'm
or
very
the FDR
aggravated.
And I have to take local streets. But if you don't even have your driver's license yet, you're like, yo, that is the coolest, most opulent, most New York shit ever. Driving through Times Square. Can't wait, bro. Me and the homies. Yo, look, I'm a whole dirty currency to my ear. That's how I know. That's how I'm gonna show people I'm rich. You're like,
yo, it's a pandemic.
It's funny because I'm watching like there's a little baby video. He has like mad money to his ear, and it's just like I don't want to say his name, but we were on a Zoom call the other day, and someone very popping in Hollywood said like maybe a month ago was like, yeah, I just got the vaccine. You see the difference between the money? You see the difference? It's right there, baby. It's right there. Okay. It's right there, baby.
Yo, little breaking news. Elfrid Payton just dropped Wardell.
What?
Steph Curry.
What?
He didn't punch him. He crossed him up and he fell right on his back, but the refs called a foul on Steph and saved him because he was about to pull up for the 3.
Wow. Wow.
Here we go.
Okay.
Wow.
Friday night Knicks on it. Thursday night Knicks on it.
Wow. Just want to shout out to Victor with the update. You know what I'm saying? Because people always say that D. Zamero, we don't care about stuff. And, like, you know, we just do, like, Susio stuff. And
nah, we care. We care about Elfrid Payton.
You care about a lot there.
Just drop the link in the chat, bro.
Oh, man. I just want to say, you know, just want to apologize for that. And we just want to say, you know, we care. We definitely care.
You know
and we just want to give our condolences to, wow. To Ryan Elizabeth Curry, Ryan Carson Curry.
That's right.
And Cannon W. Jack Curry.
That's right.
Your father was a good man. He had a good heart.
Mm-hmm.
He loved your mother, Aisha.
That's right.
I remember he used to do that shot before the game started from the half court.
Yep.
And then for the sidelines, and he hit.
Yep.
And it's a shame to see a man at his peak, just a good Christian. Just tragically taken down at the beginning of his career.
Just get his ankles taken away from him like that?
On TV.
On TV. You looking up in the
pandemic.
stands like, where's the sniper? Where's the sniper?
Whatever thought was going to happen to Joe Biden at the inauguration happened to Steph Curry.
Oh!
With beauty memories.
With your ankle.
The cross of Steph Curry every day. So hard to smoke this wild Warriors pack.
Blew a 3-1 lead.
Just a reminder, that was our actual voices. There was no auto-tune. Me
At
and Meryl
all.
are contra bassoons. I don't know.
Contra bassoons?
The Curry Go, D. Spicer, Jamal Hasper, LeBron, Celine Dion. You just heard it right there with the singing. Okay, you know.
Hey.
Me and Meryl could do 27 octaves in honor of the Yankees. 27, bro. You know the vibes. Aaron,
you know what I mean?
Ray Nephew's nephew. Actually, 27 octaves as a Yankee fan just means you could say asshole in different chants. Like, asshole.
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 Asshole. The Moreno, you can't contain no. Human memory, word to jar. Young Aaron, the racist provocateur. Henrik Bud Kostelson Bandela. Sergio Can't See Me. Vladimir Bufin, the human Werther's melting in your mouth. Mr. Bex on Decadent. Ricky Tiki Squabby. Greg Bachmovich. Marcellus Chestnut. Muhammad Gambi.
Woo.
Ooh. I was going through the.
Oh, man.
I was going through the AKAs too fast. And
You good? You good? You good?
It was the last one was what, Mahatma Gandhi?
Yeah.
I don't want to. I feel like I can't. I can't.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Bro, I can't.
Yo, you got it.
I can't think I can get through these.
You got to do it. No, you got to do it, man. Push through.
I can't.
You got to do it for the people, man.
Okay.
You got to do it for the hive.
What?
You got to do it for the people.
One into the. Two into the.
Do it.
Yo!
Get him. Yo.
Juice to the press, but your boy never is. I am the art. Damn, niggas is really in a club to that with girls. Like,
yo, that's wild.
well, your mom's doing that dance where she does like the knees to her chest. Like, yo, what's up? What's up? Some of your mothers don't want to admit it. They went to the club with a JanSport on. Ask them.
Facts. That's a fact.
Ask them. Are they proud of that? And it wasn't about Kochek. They had a DITC sampler in the back. It was sad.
For real. Had a mulatto freestyle on it.
Ricky Tiki Squad beat Greg Popovich. My horse says to Chestnut. Mahatma Gandhi. Just double check it. Not Macabiga. I got your cucumber. The juice of the press. What your boy never is.
Goddamn.
I have the art, damn it. The Dundada Ganoush, No More Cup of Noodles, the Prince of Peckham, the Fashion Nova Casanova, William May cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, dollar. Forget the small change, give me big money. What? You want that? And I gotta give a special shout out to a guy I just discovered might be my son. He's a very popular artist from Mississauga. His name is Johnny Orlando.
Okay.
He has a little song. I don't know if anyone of y'all have heard it because only like 12-year-olds have heard this song. It's called Annadelle.
Since we're both
Have you heard it?
from home.
It's like a song you've never heard before unless you've been on like Peloton or like Spotify eating at Sweet Green or some shit. And it's like kids get riled up to it. Listen to the song.
I don't need gloves. Some slight.
Little Annadelle. You know the fucking vibes. So I just wanted to come out here.
Oh shit, this is on my kids' Apple Music playlist.
Yes. So I just want to be honest and be like, yes, he lives in Mississauga. Yes, Johnny Orlando is my son. I'm going to claim it. I should get props for being honest. He's 17 now, but you know what?
You know what?
I claimed it before he was 18. As Miro taught me tonight, I covered the spread.
Yeah, that's right. Bang! You know what I'm saying? Now you got 1 year. You got 1 year and then you out.
I'm gonna go in front of the judge like, Your Honor, though, I covered the spread. What's up?
I can't lose.
I can't lose, bro. I can't lose. Yo. The only I salute is Dipset. Mr. Sacker, catch me at square one top left because Mrs. Marv. True is right. Holy cow. Mr. Soft Hunts, because all I do is count checks and jerk off. Woo. We got OJ, Purple Stuff, Soda, and it's me, Sonny D.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
David Uriman, D's Expensive, D's Red, Bottom, D's Bloody Shoes, Smokey, Noah, Andrew Cool, a.k.a. the Junior Energy God Jr. Come sit down, palm me charger.
No wireless, no wireless.
That's nasty. Call me Petco because I got your bitch on freeze. Topic of gossip and Sayasa. Shout out to the 11791. And no, bro, I wasn't in the Capitol just because I took a train down to D.C. and I had my phone on inside the Capitol when I was posting parlor videos inside the Capitol.
Nah, that wasn't
inside the Capitol.
No.
I got a picture with my girlfriend and she's like, "Hey, we're inside the Capitol, booed up forever." But I mean, that's like George Soros made that. So
that's like hearsay.
That's
Photoshop. That's manipulated media.
A.K. Grandpa Joke, because you see Charlie, you see me. Don't touch that fucking golden ticket, all right? Because you know what I'm saying? This cat got me through some shit. You kill this cat? Nigga. Nah, you can't kill the cat. Cat is just chilling inside the house. He doesn't leave the house. He's not going. She man dead ideas. More than the sheriff. Be ashamed if I slip some of this Bitcoin down my pants. And Bitcoin's electronic. It's not a physical object, so I can't really shop. Okay. So okay, what can I shoplift here? Be ashamed if I stole these Zoom IDs. Yeah. What about that? Yeah. Miro, grab that share screen button. Yeah.
We're out of here. Remote control of your computer, but you got to hit OK when we send.
Exactly. Yeah. Shout out to all my rebels out there joining Zoom meetings and not turning on their video. Ooh. You a bad boy. Ooh, naughty.
Okay.
Yo, Mr. Shopping that street easy with a bad breeze like I'm easy. Please believe me. The black Asiatic will crack it back like an automatic craftmatic. Mr. La Marina, Mesh Marina with a fresh misdemeanor and a cold demeanor. The sheet mask killer. Illa. No one could be illa. The Black Morris, support Morris, young KPI, take second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest, you want to confess. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch fate. You know what it is. It's your own personal Jesus, bro.
That's right.
It's like a personal Jesus is like, I remember when I was traveling to St. Thomas and we had to stop in Puerto Rico. And the Pizza Hut there had personal pan pizzas. And all that is a small ass pizza. So that's all a personal Jesus is. It's a small ass Jesus for you.
You know what I'm saying? There you go.
With 3 pieces of pepperoni on it. And you're like, I paid $15 for this. This is stupid. And they're like, you're not really in America. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to be quiet. All right. It's your boy, JPI Queso, a.k.a. the Pele of Peloton, a.k.a. Inspector Teradek. Did you see they're giving Biden shit about bringing his Peloton into the White House? And Joe Biden really needs to be like, are you fucking serious? Are you guys fucking serious? Trump tried to have a smoke session with Putin in this bitch, and you guys are giving me shit about an exercise bike.
Bro, my man had a freestyle cipher with like 4 Russian spies. Like,
he was like, yo.
What are you talking about?
Yo, all my Russian spies.
Yeah,
yo, what's up?
Yeah.
It's the big homie.
Yeah.
It's the big homie right here. We out here. We in the White House. What's up? This is XXL freshman 14. What's up? What's up? Spit something. Yo.
Yo.
Check
it.
Yo.
I'm a baller.
I poison them.
Shot caller.
I'm uranium. You see my vibes moving, your cronium. Woo! I'm the illest killer in the Ukraine. Go against Putin, get one in the brain. Yo, I can't do no more for free. I'm gonna pass it off to the man over here. Yo.
Yeah. Trapito in the house, you all know what I'm about. Grifting, shifting lanes in the Porsche, doing for about 50.
Go Trumpo.
Y'all can't fuck with me. Yo, Letitia James, come and get me, bitch. I'm gonna skip town.
I got 50,000 rubles on my man Donald Trump. You know the vibes.
That's right, baby. It's Trapito in the house, bitch.
You know the fucking vibes.
Yeah.
AKA your problematic bae. It's not a secret family if you sign them up for the vaccine and they take all their vaccine for you, so you have the vaccine 4 times just to be safe.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? And now,
coming to the stage.
I'll put my mouth way too close to the goddamn mic.
You know the vibes. Former backup dancer for Madonna in 1996. Remember?
That's
me and Mero
right.
were on the Me and Mero were on the Hex Hector Waiting for Tonight remix.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of jokes and messages at work. You feel me? We got some deep cuts.
We got some deep cuts, bro.
It's your motherfucking boy, the Kid Mero, aka the Human Durag, aka Donovan McDab, aka Curve Gotti, aka Triz Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? AKA skirt loader, jump the curb, hit your motherfucking dog and keep it moving. Ask me if I give a fuck. The leash was not. Actually, no, I'm going to turn back around and make sure that he's okay because the leash was 10 feet long. I measured it using the measuring app on my phone. So I apologize. And if anything, just invoice me. I'll pay. I'll cover all the bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm a changed man. Look at the range, fam. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole new game plan. I know fucking baby, I'm fucking man. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate you, that. We appreciate
you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to all my peoples out there, you know what I mean? And doggos are people too. You know what I'm saying? AKA, no need to check the guest list, motherfucker, because there's nothing open. Okay? There's no guest list because there's no guests. You know what I'm saying? So, until then, we get vaccinated, maybe the guest list, maybe the word guest list will disappear from the English language. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Think about that. You know what I'm saying? AKCC Dab Bathia. You know what I'm saying? That prior thought that I just, came up with is probably the effects of the dabs. You know what I'm saying? That I'm down here taking in the basement. You know what I'm saying? AKA Tiger Backwoods, smoke a 3-gram blunt and hit you with this 9-iron. Pow, 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 pow. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? AKA getting to this money and this smoke. It's your boy Goldman Schmack. You know what I'm saying? AKA Mensch Montana. I went from roaches to deers in my backyard. I think I did pretty well for myself. My kids got 529s. I got a good Roth IRA, 401k. Things are looking good. I got Amari, the guard, Merrill the Fourth, you know what I'm saying? Playing inside linebacker for the G-Men next year, baby. He didn't even have to go to the combine. First 5-year-old in the NFL. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Love to see it.
You know what I mean? You know why? Because I'm the motherfucking dad of the year. You know what I'm saying? AKA Ben Smack Beyond, but AKA Diego Maradona, AKA Dick in your baby Tumbo. This pussy not belong to you. This pussy belong to me. Actually, I retract that statement. The pussy belongs to you, my queen, and you alone. To enter, I must have explicit consent from you. And that is all. Because we are the consent boys. Thank you very much.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Thank you. Growth. It's called growth. Thank you. A.K.A. Barlow Santana, so smooth. I fall asleep at the wheel and crash a zip car.
Yeah.
And I jump out that bitch and I don't care because this was a Mercedes CLA. It's a CLA. If you cop your girl a CLA, she leaving you in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Woo. AKA the Dominican Dendada Duckman Daddy, you know what I'm saying? AKA I'll swipe my card again. There's definitely money on this. Stop trying to play me before I call your manager that DVRs the show and embarrass you, B. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about how smacked I am. Put the goddamn glazed donuts in the bag and let's go. And since Jesus mentioned the personal pan pizza, I'm going to run over while you got my shit at the register, and I'm going to go to the little Pizza Hut kiosk and get me one of them. I'll be right back. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Hurry the fuck up. I'm trying to be outside. You know what I'm saying? AKA Romeo Santos. Tu favorito, mami. So zany. Let me black out. Yo, Melania, I bet that Bariguayo tongue don't work like mine. You feel me? Meet me at United Palace. I know you're sick of that motherfucking shit. You feel me? I can turn you out real good.
Wow. Relax.
AKA Tom Bracey, your girl got my balls more deflated than Bobby Crafts, you know what I'm saying? AKA Light No Dutchie. Hello, is it weed you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes that you've been coronafied, so I cannot swing this blunt to you. Damn, you know what I'm saying? AKA Field Ass Tyson, I don't want to explore your cosmos mind, you know what I'm saying? Consensually, of course, you know what I mean? Especially that Milky Way of discharge, you know what I'm saying? I don't even care what it smell like. Let me see what that day smell like. You know what I'm saying? AKA Lil Snoozy Ver, first nigga to tap on our live, been social distancing before Rona. AKA Frown on Messi MVP of Gelato. AKA Zaniel Bettyfield. I gotta get some sticks. AKA Ben Boston. My hands are gifted. I was going to wow
this
you.
This
nigga
nigga got a job.
It's actually what I was going to ask. Jesus, can you help me with my posting my resume on Indeed? I haven't used a computer in quite some time because Trump just replaced all the computers with taco bowls. So I've become a little inept with technology.
Sorry to see it. Sorry to see it. You're done, bro. You're done, bro. You're chosen.
I'm goddamn.
You use those gifted hands, bro. Let's take it from me. Use those gifted hands. Go to the Port Authority bathroom, and you know what I'm saying. You know, gotta.
Oh, well, I can definitely do that. Candy, get the strap. We're gonna put on a show for these motherfuckers. AKA I'll be your menacing, yeah, Sucio. AKA I'll be your menacing cabinet. You know who the fuck it is. It's the Zen Man. AKA Rico Sabroso. AKA Baby Newport 25 Nation got garbage down the way. AKA Neo Brown. Shut the Carter down. Just for 1 hour for sanitization. We will be back up serving the finest free base in the nation shortly. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Loved AKA it. Live ignoring all CDC guidelines and wilding in the street like a maniac. It's your boy, the East My Stevie be doing all his greatest hits like I wanna be the one your DD is fucking and Dope Sick Love, don't let me leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go viral so I can do a song with Fat Joe, you know what I mean? AKA, you know what I'm saying? Yes, that's beautiful, you know what I'm saying? AKA, I'm at my first test, I'm never gonna fail, you know what I'm saying? Even though they took out a Diet Coke button, we still gonna prosper, you know what I'm saying? AKA, Mate, listen, let me tell you, every week I got to tell you this. It's ridiculous that I have to do this weekly or bi-weekly or whenever the chance arises, but I have to remind you, you plebes, that there's only 2 rock stars left in this world, of which I am one. Half of the Bodega Boys. The plantain's sipping over in the sky. One day you will find me smoking weed on Tremont, wearing a mask that isn't properly worn. You know what I'm saying? I'm using it as a chin strap or something, mate. You know, so it doesn't matter. I'm trying to Brexit I'm trying to Brexit life, mate. You feel me? AKA. Back at it, dropping dimes and dropping triples. Back in Portland, it's Barmelo's Anthony. Bang! Trails ain't the only thing he's blazing, if you know what I mean. If you see me at Target, higher than motherfucking ladder on top of a ladder on top of a ladder on top of a ladder, like a motherfucking crank in 90s of Fortnite. Approach me like a motherfucking Ursine mammal dog, because I might react erratically, and you won't like that. You know what I'm saying? AKA Tom Petty and the Ball Breakers, because every time you see me in a Zoom, you know what time it is, baby. I'm free. free balling. I'm just letting them hang. You know what I'm saying? AKA, ho, ho, ho. Hey, kids. It's Benzo the Clown. Hey, some states are open for birthday parties, and I do outdoor birthday parties regardless of the weather. So, I'll pull up. So just, I'll come through, and, in the meantime, while I warm up the van, my man, Mr. Fun here, will entertain your kids while I count this deposit. I'll be right back.
Hey kids, we got a new president, right? Like, how do you guys feel about that? Because I mean, like, the last one was kind of cool with like me, and like, I don't know if this guy's gonna let me operate the same way the last one did, because he had an island, and like, we would go there every now and then, and it was just like kind of really coolness.
Whoa! Hey, kids, he's talking about Puerto Rico. Remember, he went over there and helped with paper towels. That's what he's talking about. Okay, right. Let's get in the van. Let's go. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Happy birthday, Brandon. Is that your name? Sorry. Bye. Hey, listen. AKA, I sold fake lean to your favorite SoundCloud rapper. That motherfucker is drinking Murphy's oil soap with no dilution whatsoever. I have given up trying at all at this point. I'm not even trying to make the shit look like lean. It is just, I didn't even take the label off. I just said, yo, this is Murphy's oil soap, nigga. This shit is going to get you lit. And he was just like, hey. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? AKA, oye, que lo que guau. Hassan, tírame la fucking pista, coño. Llegó el Titi FIFA, coño. El malo cotó bajando con la pámpara prendida. No me de cotorres que el palo que tiene. Tito te tumba el coco para mi huevo. Váyase de ahí que conmigo tú no vas a sonar. Hoy no me voy a cortar. No me importa si manejo preso. You know what I'm saying? Quiero decirle un shout out al apartamento Showtime, shout out a Cash App, you know what I'm saying? Shout out a Hassan Isañez que pone la fucking nota. Shout out a Tisus, pone la nota jamaiquina. Shout out a Víctor Marte, el papi de la Lady 24 quilates de esencia Samelena. Wow, qué sexy. ¿Tú usas productos Sammy? Shout out a la nena de Bodega Dai, la más dura, la planta, la insuperable, la Wonder Woman de verdad, you know what I'm saying? No la Wonder Woman 84, que esa vaina fue basura, you know what I'm saying? AKA, shout out a mi presidente Pío, suelta esa vaina. El secretario de defensa está activo con el cañón, avísame que lo suelto, coño. Y lo digo cada episodio, lo digo, cada capítulo de Bodega Boys. Llegó mi hermanito friki, coño, 12 años por no ser boca floja, coño. Yo no que corro con palomo, tú sabes que lo que. Que descansa en paz mi hermanito Sexor y mi hermanito Chadwick. No sé en qué está en la casa, la fucking mano. Sigue con tu mascarita hasta que salgan con una vacuna. Y no enseñen. Y después estamos encendidos. Ya tú sabes que lo que es. 223, Bodega Boys, la marca más fuerte del mundo. That's right, baby.
Fucking vibes. You know what I mean? Episode 232. Yeah. Vibes. As always, shout out to Cash App. You know the fucking last shot. Be sure to watch our show, Showtime.
Season 3.
Season 3, we back. Best episode ever. Enjoy it. If you watch it and you don't like it, you know, that's on you. If you watch it and you don't understand why other people don't give it all the awards, that means you're enlightened and you get the high level of comedy we're doing.
That's right.
And that means everyone else is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? We're just going to come back, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, no press. Just doing that shit because we got Emmys in the streets. You know the vibe.
That's right. You know what I mean?
Okay. Our first guest,
certified.
Takashi. So that's going to be interesting. People are going to enjoy that. It's going to be fantastic. As always, be kind, love each other, keep being good Bodega Hive members. Black lives matter, but you know whose lives do not matter? Polygons.
That's right.
They don't.
Step on Polygon.
Step on Polygon. Also, someone in the Reddit was like, Polygon means trans people. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Are you dumb?
Never.
Are you dumb?
We're the biggest allies. We are the first allies ever. So you don't do that. You don't put that on our name, okay? We love everybody. Everybody. Except for the Bomba Club Polygons. Kill them.
Bomba Club, burn them, bomb, fire upon Polygon. Fire upon Polygon.
Out.
Peace.